let's go. Especially right now.
Oh yeah, last night was last night.
Yeah, it was interesting, right? And so you can catch, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll fall. I can't remember. Somebody had asked me not to talk about something, and it was like so out there that in my head, I would have like never went there. And then somehow we end up on that subject in the podcast. It's such a strange, yeah. So,
well,
anyway.
they say, you know, if you build it, they will come, right?
Yeah. Or the skier thing, like you don't think about trees because you'll end up hitting a tree. I've heard that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm always hitting the trees.
Yeah.
But I think the big thing is just riding that wave. You know?
Sure.
Yeah, you don't want to, like, I think if you throw good out there, good's going to come back, right?
100%.
But yeah, so I think it makes sense. Like if you say like, man, oh, I saw a Cybertruck today. Yeah. And then all of a sudden you're going to see another Cybertruck. Boom,
so
boom,
like
boom.
I, as a child, we used to go, when we went to the beach, we'd stop by south of the border and they have the, this big sombrero that's like sitting on top of a tower. It's like, I don't know, 100 feet up. But like the cool thing is to go take the elevator up in the sombrero and then you walk around the edge and like every single thought I have is like, don't fall off, don't fall off. And I'm like looking and before I know it, I'm like half my body's over the edge of the rail. And I'm like, what is happening right now?
Are you?
But that's what I think about.
Are you familiar with south of the border?
No, it sounds like a Mexican restaurant. Tex-Mex restaurant.
It's like a Mexican town, like a Hispanic town, like in the.
It's a travel destination, like a.
Pull it up. Pull up a picture of south of the border. It's a.
I don't know where you've been through. Like they have like Tamarack is another one that comes to mind. This like. But
anyway, you drive down the highway and you'll see all these signs of like 60 miles south of the border, 40 miles south of the border, and you stop. It's like a tourist attraction. You stop in and they have like everything looks dangerous. It looks like you're gonna get stabbed or shot.
It's like the 72-ounce steak in Texas.
A lot like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or Buc-ee's now. Buc-ee's is kind of turned into it.
Buc-ee's a thing.
Yeah.
Buc-ee's is definitely a thing.
But this is like a town. It's strange. It used to be dirty.
I'm really into it.
Yeah?
I think
already?
the website's got me. I'm hooked.
But yeah, that's the tower right there.
Yeah, that thing's leaning.
Yeah.
For sure.
That thing's leaning.
It's sketchy.
I don't know if you can still go up in it or not.
I hope not. Fort Pedro got shut down.
But,
That's what they did.
but yeah, that's what I think about. Like, I'm going to fall off of this thing if I stand up here too much longer. But anyways.
Pedro. What is that? What does Pedro make you think of?
Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, I thought you were about to say it right out the gate. No, it makes me think of a movie too. But I just recently rewatched this movie, Varsity Blues.
Oh, so good.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Pedro.
Yeah.
Pedro.
Such a good movie, man.
Dude, and it holds up really well.
It's a classic.
It's a rough around the edges, of course, but it's a good
not
one.
too bad though.
No, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Most of the good movies are.
You said something about horror movies earlier, so you're like that's kind of your genre.
That's my jam.
Yeah, even like the cliche ones, like
those are the good ones. Like like a classic, like
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, Michael Myers, Jason, something like that. I dig that. I do like the arty stuff. They don't even, what do they call it? They don't even call it horror anymore. They call it like suspense thriller or some shit. Or there's like the nerds, the real horror freaks will tell you there's it's like smart. It's like smart horror. They make fun of it in the new Scream. It's pretty funny. But like have you seen Hereditary or anything like that?
I'm not a scary movie dude. It freaks me out.
Okay. Well, I mean,
I'm an overthinker, so I end up like
anything with A24 is really good usually.
I don't know what that is.
It's a production company. I think. But they do good. But yeah, like I travel a lot, right? Yeah. So my big thing on the road is I try to go, do all things coffee, pizza, vinyl, but also I like to do
slide in a horror movie.
Like, if I can.
I've seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show thing. That was dope.
Yeah,
yep. I would 100% do that.
And Munich?
Yes.
Yeah, that was sick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was sick. But no, I was in Texas last week and I went and saw a horror movie like opening night. And it was at the Alamo Drafthouse.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
Oh, dude, the Alamo Drafthouse. If you're in Texas, check out the Alamo Drafthouse. So basically what it is it's like it's a movie theater, but they wait on you. You can get a beer. You can get chicken fingers.
Is it vibey? Has it got like the old school feel to it?
It's very, very old school feeling.
Yeah, cool.
They're all over the country. Not all over, but they're in certain states. But if I can scoop myself into one of those joints, I'm getting into it, dude.
So like Asheboro has like an old school movie theater. Like I don't know. It's probably, I think it's like a historical type thing. Like they'll.
I'm sure.
You know what I mean? Like it's like the downtown film. Like it looks creepy.
Is it a two theater?
I don't know. What is that? Oh, like two. Yeah. I don't know. I think it is. It might even be one.
Even better. Yeah. Because you're talking like that's like some small town,
right?
Middle America. I guess we're in the South, so there's some like some Southern shit. You know what I'm saying?
We're actually north south if you think about it.
Whatever.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't want people to get the wrong idea.
Funny. One of the trumpet players in our band. I was talking to him about like Ashboro and getting coffee and stuff like that. But he said that he asked me if I've ever seen anything in that theater, and I was like, no, I haven't. And he's like, yeah, I had a gig there a few months ago. Yeah, it was like some big band like swing thing.
I sent you things on it, and Josh hates it here. He hates.
You hate it here?
Oh, hates it. Small town vibes and everything. He just is just he got to live on the beach for a little while, so he was spoiled.
Okay.
He got
How many people live in Ashboro?
27,000.
27,000.
Yeah.
Okay. How many of them are related?
A lot. Really? A whole lot. Everybody knows everybody.
It's interesting.
It's dangerous.
It's so funny.
Yeah. I was somewhere recently. I was in Atlanta, and they were talking about some small town stuff out in Kentucky. I think it was Matt Richard, and he was like, "Yeah, that's a place like you don't date anyone because it's probably your cousin."
Right. Me and my wife we were babysat by the same person, so like we grew up like.
Just like parallel.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, so my uncle would always make jokes that we were cousins, and he would be like, "Oh, you married your cousin?" Like, he thought it was hilarious, but it was like,
it very well could be true.
Yeah.
Just hold on a minute.
Yeah. Come like some great aunt's, funeral, you're going to find something.
It gets worse. Like my dad and her dad are both from upstate New York too, which is weird. You know,
it would just make a whole lot more sense. You know.
It'd be terrible.
Yeah, that would.
No offense.
Flattering.
No offense if you're.
Thank you.
And family time.
You can't help where you're from. You know.
That's true. But no, it's cool.
But you can't help where you go.
That's true. Yeah. And all I can do is look at the documents. Just thumb through and make sure there's no.
Well, look. At least you don't have like evidence that like.
Sure, like
the same name.
Yeah,
like
something like that.
Like I'm pretty sure my mother's. Let's see here.
Yeah, I know what you're about to say. Like your mother's sister's cousins.
My mother's.
That's how you know, right?
My grandmother, on my mom's side, her maiden name was Lambert.
Oof.
And my dad's name is Lambert.
So we don't have none of that, so we were good. I felt comfortable to move forward.
But to be fair, there are a ton of Lamberts like all over, and I probably don't have. I don't know. It's probably. We all know how we got here.
You get it.
Yeah, I dig it.
You know the deal.
Small town vibes. I like it.
That would explain a lot as well.
So there was a few things. It's funny because like this took a little bit longer to set up than normal. So like we hit on a few things, and as you were talking, like I'm like, I got to remember that. I got to jot that down. Make sure I don't skip that.
Jot it down.
Yeah, I got to looking around for a pen and pad, and make a note. But the horror thing was cool. I thought that was the Rocky Horror Picture Show, like that was sick. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So we were in Munich for the World Rap Masters, and down the street. So we get there the day before the event, and we're running around Munich and all that good stuff. And I see a theater that is doing movies, but it also has like a permanent spot that says Rocky Horror Picture Show. And then, whatever, we end up hanging out. I end up doing the competition and end up getting out close towards the finals. And it was like the second day of because it's 2 days. So I made it to the second day of the competition. And then the next day would be the first day of the finals. So that first day of the finals, we went and like ran around the Munich and, just drank and ate food.
Josh, see if you can pull that up. It's coffee, pizza, beer, right?
Coffee, pizza, vinyl.
Coffee,
Coffee, pizza. So it's on, if you go to LE Raps, if you go to my Instagram.
But it's a YouTube thing, right? Like most of the...
It's on, we put it all on Reels.
Oh, okay.
It's all on Reels on Instagram. But
no, I've watched full-length videos of it, right?
No, but you can do a 5-minute video on Instagram.
The Reels? Okay. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So if you just go to do a Reel and it's already... You can't build it
in
there, but if you already have a 3-minute, 4-minute video,
plug it in.
It will just
That's
go.
Cool. Did it start on YouTube? Because for some reason I feel like I've seen it.
It might be on YouTube.
Yeah, it might be.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's honestly that whole series. I was trying to like run with it, and then I've slowed down doing it. I think I did 4 the first year, and then I think I did 1 last year. But yeah, we ended up going to that Rocky Horror Picture Show event, and it was so rad, dude.
Yeah, it looks sick.
Oh, dude, it was so great. It was not like a touristy thing. So everyone was speaking German. Everyone was doing their thing. Like they did an introduction. I have no fucking clue what they said. But I knew I was in the place with my people.
Yeah.
And, do you know Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Of course.
Okay. So do you understand like there's like props and stuff if you go see it live, right? So you can buy a bag of props, and.
Okay. So it was full on.
No, it was a full on event.
That's cool.
It was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
And, we're probably the only Americans in the room.
Have you ever done that in the States?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Was it comparable?
The reason this was next level is because at the very end of Rocky Horror Picture Show, they're in the theater. Well, the theater I was in was like literally the theater. Like
no way.
Like it wasn't like literally the theater like in the movie, but they designed it to look exactly the same. Yeah. And it was crazy.
That's sick.
And we were drinking like Hellas and fucking having delicious beers, but everyone was doing the prompts, because you'll yell out like the obscenities and stuff like that, but they're yelling them out in English. Yeah, they're yelling them out in English.
Why can't I find this?
Why is that?
So it's really good. Go to my Instagram.
Lettering Express. Right?
No, LE Raps OKC.
LE Raps.
So that was something we were talking about too that I wanted to touch on. So there's like you got 3 different.
That's why.
Three different Instagrams.
Yeah, we got a bunch of different Instagrams. Yeah.
And then
it should be one of the things. They'll have like a big coffee pizza vinyl on the face of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of those. Yeah.
Hey, there he is.
Yeah.
Look at that mug.
Yeah. So it's just.
Let's see if we can get.
Say hi, Tommy. What it do?
Yeah, this was the
Tommy
one in Munich,
and
right? Yeah.
I are out here. What are you saying? Zipping around? Yeah. We're zipping around some old
camera quality is nice.
So here in Europe, I noticed this last year in Netherlands. There's like protocol with the road, right? So lots of bike trails, lots of people in transit, like just.
You don't have to watch all the way through.
Yeah.
I think you get the.
But yeah, it's the camera is just a vlogging camera. Yeah, I scooped it up. Some of it's phone. But dude, it was a dope trip. Like, if anything, if I was gonna tell a story on this podcast, it would be go see the world and lay some stickers down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, I've been all over the world to play with stickers, and it's hilarious to me. You know what I mean? If you would have told me when I was a kid, hey, you're gonna go to Munich with because that guy's my best man. He's the best man at my wedding. We've been friends since like 5 years old. And we went and fucked that place up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what every American says. I'm gonna go fuck this place up.
True.
No,
okay.
I don't even drink that much, but we had a really good time. It was a lot of fun.
The red, white, and blue was showing there for a second. I seen it.
No, they they loved us, man. We had a good time.
That's cool.
Yeah, but
But you say that, but like hell, you just won the competition down there. I mean, you killed me. Wasn't even close. I didn't even make it till the freaking final. So it's like you're like, you know what you're doing. It's not like you're just like thumbing your way through this thing and like.
Yeah, with the competitions, it's been an evolution for me. I used to just do it for fun.
Sure.
And I remember I went to RapsCon 2015 first year, and they had a rap competition. And I just like was working in a booth and like would mosey on over there during lunch and stuff. And then the next year I saw it again at RapsCon, and then I think the third year I finally competed. And would just get my ass kicked.
Yeah.
Just go out there and go. I'm not fast, right? I mean, to an average person, I'm probably fast, but to like the big leagues, I'm just like a slowpoke. But my shit's tight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's the big thing about rap competitions is it's anyone's day.
Right.
It could be. Like Tadashi did those things for 10 years before he got a trophy, took the stand. It just really depends. So like in Orlando when we were competing, dude, you and I were both sweating the night before. And that video you did on Instagram was so funny. Like, it's like sitting in, waiting in, wishing, just like, it was like, what is going on, man? It was bad. But
I knew everybody else felt the same way.
Oh, guaranteed.
You know what I mean? Like, it just, nobody's talking about it. So I just,
yeah, no, I think it's good. But that was anyone's thing. And that was a weird competition.
It was.
Like, that was so far out. You and I were sitting in that meeting and I was just like, this is.
Oh, I've got a photo for this. This is great. I've been saving it just for this moment. This is fantastic.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Do you?
Yeah.
Did I show it to you?
Yeah, I think you did. No, show it. It's funny.
It is good. So, you tell the story because
if I think I know what you're talking about, is it the one I'm making like a crazy face?
It was so perfect.
Well, with this competition, we got invited, as I'm sure you did too, with 3M, but Avery invited us out. It's like, I think it's a sponsor only. Like, you have to have a sponsor. Is that correct?
If
I wanted to just like sign up tomorrow, do I have to just pay $500? Is that what it is?
I think so.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Okay.
But I remember, because I remember they're saying something in the.
You have to have a sponsor.
You have to have a sponsor. Well, you had to have a
manufacturer behind you or something like that?
That's it. Yeah. Okay. So they didn't necessarily have to pay for it, but they had to agree that you were representing them in the contest.
Oh, so you would have to get
like an approval.
Makes sense. I mean, I get it. But yeah, that was just a weird one.
It was strange.
But, I had never been to that event before, and the Avery team, Graham had asked me, hey, there's this rap competition coming up, first of its kind. Do you want to do it? And I was like, dude, I love competing. Sure. And he's like, cool. Will you do the PPF too? And I was like, I don't install PPF, bro. Like, my guy, don't do that, And I kept on saying no. And he's like, come on, man. Well, he honestly kept on asking me. I was like, fine, I'll do it. And I finally, I'd never done it before. And I told myself I was going to practice. And then Justin Pate got hurt. And I had to pick up one of his classes right before the competition. So I was like, okay, I'm not even going to touch PPF. I'll just wait till the week before the competition and I'll touch PPF and I'll just practice like cram for a test. And Justin gets hurt. So I end up flying out like on a whim to Atlanta and to the rap gym at the Millers. And I teach a class. And then the night before we fly out, the same day you probably flew in on that Thursday or Wednesday or whatever it was, I just played with some PPF, and I could not get it to stick. I could not get it to stick, dude. I mean, I was in like the rap gym, right? And if anyone knows anything, this is like the best facility in the world. Yeah. Like Starland Gym just freaking killed it.
Crushed it.
Beautiful lighting. Everything's there.
Not to mention the people.
You probably feel like you're in second grade messing with that stuff.
Oh, dude, I was, talking elementary, I didn't even know what I was doing. I couldn't get it to stick. And I was like, I'm about to get laughed at. And my buddy Narayan, he was saying, dude, you should back out of that competition. He's like, they're going to laugh at you. I go, what? Because, dude, these dudes are fucking serious, man.
I do want to shout out Narayan real quick. So I seen one of his installs down at Ford, the launch party or the season launch. The Ford does this like big season launch where they got all their show cars and everything out. And one of his installs were there, and that fucking thing was tight,
dude.
I seen it at first glance, and I was like, all right, that looks good.
Yeah.
And so like normally. Oh, it was fucking perfect, dude.
Narayan is the man. He's the dog. His work is tight.
It is tight. I was really impressed. I was really impressed with his work, and so definitely want to shout him out on
Was this everybody's like facial expression during that meeting?
No. So you got to remember the judges are going over everything, right?
Yeah.
So everybody is in like this kiss ass mode where they're like trying to walk on eggshells, and they're like, "Oh, hey, it's so great to see you. Thank you for being here, and we just want to make sure we have some clarity on blah 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 blah." And so like the more they talk, like I can feel it inside of me, like what you just said was contradictory, right? Like it's not. I'm not trying to be a dick, but it's not lining up. And now there's two of you that are saying different things. And like, so it's like, I can feel this urge inside of me, like, God dang it. It's $10,000, dude. I gotta.
Yeah. We need some clarity on the situation here.
So I look over and I'm kind of scanning the room to get a feel for like what's going on. And I see Charlie's face. And I about fell out on the floor, dude. I could not get my phone out fast enough. Like this one's probably not even really doing it justice because his face was just scrunched up and just scrundled. Like he just could not believe
I got
the
that
nonsense.
I can't hide my facial expressions. Like if I'm mad, it's pretty obvious. If I'm happy, I'm pretty happy. But yeah, with that, it was pretty classic because I remember what it was that gave me that, like, what the, like he said, what did the judges were going over stuff, and they were talking about trimming the front edge.
Okay.
And they were talking about I think this isn't verbatim, but he was like, I don't care what you do. You just like cut it freehand and roll it under. And I was just like, just cut it freehand and roll it under. This isn't PPF.
Right.
You know, you're going to see if it looks like, you know, Uncle Drunkle.
Right.
You know, cut it there. It's like, this is not what I'm looking for on, you know, in a 10K situation. So I was just kind of blown away. And I had to read the room in the sense of like the competition, right? What is going on?
Because there were some hitters in there.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what was cool. I got lucky, I should say, because I didn't know if there was gonna be 50 people in the room.
Right.
Or if there was gonna be 10, or if there was gonna be 20. And I was like, cool, I need to beat 4 people.
That's the way it felt.
That's how I looked.
Sure.
What did you do? That's what I looked at.
For sure.
I was like, okay, cool. I got Jen, okay, Steve, okay, Scott,
sure.
okay. It's like, I think I've seen some of these guys before. Who is that? And it's like, okay, you know.
Right.
It's like, guys, it's like there's maybe, what was there, 25 in there? 20?
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, somewhere around there. And it's like, I'm worried about 5 people, you know, and like, and that's usually every competition, right?
But in that situation, it was cool because you could literally read the room. You know what I mean? Some you really don't know. Like it's like day of, and you get there, and you're like, oh
shit, Jim's here.
Yeah, like I remember going to RapsCon like a few years ago, and like I'm scrolling through Facebook, and I'm like, oh shit, golly, what the hell? Like everybody's here.
Oh yeah.
You know, like we're gonna have to work for that.
No, when that's what it's all about with these rap competitions. Like if I want to rap. Like I always think of, I'm not a big rap, like music rap guy, but
okay.
Eminem's got a line that's like, you know, I don't want to be the best if I'm not the baddest. I think is what he says.
Yeah.
And it's like, same kind of mentality goes into a rap competition. It's
100%.
like, if you get first and there's no legends in the room, it's like, it doesn't really matter.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, when I've competed and here or there, you know, it's like because I beat you, you know, I beat Jen. I was like, fuck yeah, like this is where it's at, you know. But
for sure,
if you guys wouldn't have been there, I would have been.
Oh yeah, you would have felt some kind of way.
I would have like, ugh,
I robbed him.
Yeah, this isn't cool, you know. But every competition, it's anyone's day.
For sure.
Like one time I was doing a competition and a guy cut himself and they were out. One time someone caught the floor on fire, they were out. You know.
Yeah.
It's.
Is World Rap Masters? You've been to that a couple times.
I've been to it in Germany and. Japan. Yeah.
And is it like when you walk in the room, you know everybody there's a hitter?
Well, in Europe, I was more familiar with, because I went to Japan in 2019.
Okay.
In 2019, I didn't know anybody in Japan. I mean, I knew, you know.
There's like four guys that you know, like Tadashi's, you know.
Yeah, it was Tadashi and Tatsuya. I knew them, and then I knew their crews, specifically the Rap Tech guys with Tatsuya. They were in Pain is Dead and stuff like that. So I had met them a few times since 2015. And so I knew them, but they, like, one of them was the judge, Tadashi was the judge, but then I didn't know anyone. And then I basically was just what I would do in a standard competition. I had my translator. I go, who's the one?
Who's the guy? Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, that one, that one, and that one. It's like, they're all really good.
Yeah.
They're all real good. But so that was that. Jim was a judge in that one.
Was he?
Yeah. So that was a weird one because I got third in that one. But Jim and I didn't talk about the rap competition at all, you know, during the 2 or 3 days or whatever. We were just like taking in the culture and, you know, doing all that stuff. But we were trying to be respectful to the platform of the competition. But after the competition, we ended up getting a beer and, you know, we had a conversation.
Diving off into it. Yeah.
We had a conversation that like changed my trajectory and like my thought process.
On competition?
Of competitions.
Okay. Got it.
Because like he was like, because it was weird. Like I was pissed in Japan.
Yeah?
Like I was fucking mad. Like I was real mad because my shit was tight.
Yeah.
Like it was really, really good. but like I said, I'm not as fast as everyone. So they had like Avery's Japan trainer there. Like I think he got like second, and then the guy they got first was Tadashi's. No, not Tadashi. Koji's guy. And
did you get a chance to see him? Like see him install? Did you see him?
Yeah. I've seen him a bunch. He's a phenomenal installer.
Yeah.
I don't want to butcher his name. I'm not even going to attempt it.
Yeah, you're good.
But he's a phenomenal installer. But regardless, I was pissed because mine was tight. Like it was really good. And like for my speed and my quality, I was like, this is perfect. And like Jim said something, he was like, and it's always bothered me. He was like, yeah, man, he's like, yours looked the best. And I was like, why did I not win? And he's like, well, because they got more done. And it's like, they didn't cut the car, they didn't do anything wrong. It's like, but yours looked really good. But, if you had a 75% and they had 85, it's like, well, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So I was like, fuck. So his big thing was like, speed up. He's like, because he was like, because I always make the joke that I'm not a fast rapper. And what Jim said is, you're a very fast rapper. You just cut slow. And he said he was falling asleep. He said, I remember that, Jim. I remember that. Yeah, he was fucking. It hurt my feelings. Not gonna lie.
I was sitting here thinking, like in my head, like I wonder if that's just Jim being nice. Like
no,
him saying that.
It was huge for me.
I bet so.
As much as it hurt my feelings, it was like fuck. It was him acknowledging like what I knew.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because I'm. The last thing you want to do is cut a car or make a bad
100%.
cut or something like that. So if you slow down, you can do it right. So, but the thing is, the biggest thing I can take away from competitions is quality is a piece of it.
Sure.
But it's really not the big thing. So like when I went to Germany to compete in that competition, like I had a different mindset.
So was it the finals?
Germany, I went to do the World Rap Masters Europe.
Okay.
And then finals is right after.
Because that's the way it works, right? Like you have to go out and win.
You have to win one and then get him to, and then the finals.
That gets you into the finals. Yeah.
So
have you ever been to the finals?
To rap? No, I've never won. That's a goal. I would love to win a World Rap Masters.
Have you ever been to the competition?
I've been there. It's fucking awesome.
Is it? That's what I was wondering. Like, are the hitters in there? Like, know?
Oh, you got everyone. You got the folks from Europe, all over Europe. Then, you'll have someone from Japan, someone from Mexico.
Yeah.
You'll have some people from,
I want to say like Spain or Argentina or something. There's further south. Like there's a
they'll have it in like Russia. They'll have it in Dubai.
Yeah.
They'll have it in Spain. They'll have it in Denmark. They'll have it all over.
So like they'll pick six. You'll have six of the best, and they come together and they compete.
And it's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool. But yeah, that was a big game changer for me. The vibe in there it's way different. Like we need it in the States. Like we need like proper MCs. I think and on a platform where like even though the one I went to still was in a corner, which typically that's always where rap competition is. It's in the fucking corner, which I don't like that. And
I think they try to use it to draw people through the show.
Yeah,
I've heard that.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? They put it in the back and it draws everybody through.
That makes sense. So they, can, if you hit a different route every day, you could do something different.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. But I think, Jim and I have talked about this before. I would love to see a rap competition where it's like an event, like truly an event. And don't get me wrong, World Rap Masters is an event.
Okay.
For an Oklahoma boy like me.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
It's definitely an event. But especially just being in a foreign place. But I don't know, like when these best rappers in the world are standing on that first top podium and they're holding a trophy, it sucks they're in the freaking corner. It's like it'd be cooler if they were like more in the center or there's more of a, because you can be in a rapper mapper write up, or you can be in a Rap Institute situation or shared on a page, but only the industry seeing that. It'd be cool to see. Obviously,
it's a platform of more.
Yeah, just more. Pop it up.
Yeah.
Some of these. I know for me, winning those rap competitions is a big deal. Yeah, it's fun and it's Stoke City, dude.
You know what I mean? Like it, hell yeah.
Yeah, and
it's cool to see that side of you, because if somebody just meeting you, like you don't put off that competitive vibe. You know what I mean? Like you're super chill and laid back, and like you roll with the punches. Like to see you light up in that space, like when we were down in Orlando, like it was kind of cool, dude. It was like
that was fun.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it.
Like that hood I wrapped had 0 glue lines.
It looked good.
Yeah, it was tight, and it just. It's like that's what was cool about that competition. It was like, hey, you got 30 minutes to wrap this hood. Make it as tight as you can. Speed is second.
So 30 minutes to wrap a hood is plenty of time for anybody.
And it was a tiny hood too.
Yeah.
It was like what was that car? Like a little
Toyota Camry or Corolla. No, it had to be a Corolla.
Yeah, something tiny little hood. But the cool thing about it was easy, but it's gloss black.
Sure.
And
show everything.
Yeah, it shows everything. Yeah. So, I was installing it like 651. You know what I mean? Just like, okay, I'm going to hold this up. I'm going to, every edge is, good. Dialed in.
For sure.
It was fun. And I end up still calling like with 6 minutes left or something like that. But could I have done 10 minutes? Could I have done 20 minutes? Because, after that competition, there was that one in Vegas. You don't have it. Have you won the wrap one?
The wrap glove?
The wrap glove one? Do you have one?
I've tried. I've done everything I can. I don't know what else to do.
I know.
I go in with the heat.
That's the one that got away, man.
I mess with the other people that are in the competition.
I've heard.
Dude, I do everything I can to win it. And it's like, I can't. I even worked for Wrap Glove thinking maybe I could get some bonus points there.
Sneak in the back door.
Yeah. Phil was a judge. He's a 3M trainer, right? That's got to give me bonus points.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, no, it's
I think some of it's starting to work against me.
Well, I think the big thing for me on that competition is like this year I went in and dominated, did so good, but my strategy was wrong, like way wrong. Like I think Dallas was the judge, and when we got done, he was like, "You're an idiot," and I go, "What?" And he goes, "Because you took damn long." And I'm like, oh no, Charlie's slow again. I'm having like a little moment.
So that's the deal, right? Like
it's apparently and I forgot about it because I was working the booth all day. I didn't watch a single person go, and I just went in there, and Erica's sitting there just like mean mugging the shit out of me, like I was the last person to go.
Well, that's the hot seat.
Well,
that's the guy.
So I was supposed to be there at 11, but I had a demo in the booth at 11. So I asked Blake, I was like, yo, can we switch? And he was like, sure, yeah, dude, let's do it. And he's like, I wanted last. And I was like, I'm sure you did. But I was like, is it cool? And he was like, yeah. But I screwed up. I should have went and watched people compete.
But that can get you too.
Well, the thing is, like, if someone would have said before I started, Charlie, bank time. Like what? Like for every second you get an X amount of points.
Right.
If someone would have reminded me, and I'm sure they did, I'm sure Dallas probably told me, but my fucking, how you
get. Well, if he's judging, it's hard for him to, right? They can't tell you too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, I did it, and I still called time, but, I think Erica banged like 6 minutes or something, like 9 minutes or something ridiculous.
I don't know if did she win? Did she win this year?
I think she won that day.
Bruno,
I think she won the day that I won. Yeah. Because I remember thinking, I don't care who wins, but if someone I don't like wins, or someone that just doesn't deserve it wins, it's a little rough.
It's tough. Yeah.
But she's a legend, so it's like cool. Fuck yeah. Like if I wouldn't have won that rap competition in Orlando and Jen won, I would have been stoked.
For sure. Can we talk about her snatching back in on that hood? Do you remember that?
Yeah, dude. Bro. Dude, I thought it was balls.
It was the cleanest pull you've ever seen. Dude, like just a...
Yeah, I got it on video, dude.
Do you?
Yeah, it's real good.
It was slick.
Yeah, she made it look good. But the whole time I was thinking glue lines.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was like, glue lines, what are you doing? It's like, you're crazy. It's like when you points for flair, you took them, stole them all.
For sure.
It was cool looking.
Nobody will forget that.
I had never seen it.
It's
and
beautiful.
being a girl too, You know, all the other women in the event were probably just like, look at that girl.
God,
they were just
boss move.
just bossing up.
Everybody that was there felt that way.
Oh,
Guy,
yeah.
girl, whatever. When you seen it, like I was just like, ooh.
Yeah, I might have
Now I gotta pull it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you can find it, dude, it was
I don't
slick.
know who posted it.
I posted it on the Coffee Pizza Vinyl vlog. You'd have to like find it in one of the. It would have been probably the most recent vlog that I put out, but.
Do you enjoy doing the vlogging stuff? Is that?
I do. The big thing is, so I'm going on my 5th year of training for Avery. And years ago, we started the Coffee Pizza Vinyl hashtag just to like showcase ourselves in a different light in our market. We were originally doing OKC wraps.
Okay.
But then our competition started using OKC wraps, and all of our work would get mixed in together. And
Got it.
So I was like, let's come up with a redundant, like ridiculous, like
Something that nobody
just
will
so
heard.
stupid and goofy and obscure. So I was like, what do we like? Oh, I love me some coffee. You know, I love me some pizza, and I play with vinyl every day. So let's do that. And then it's been brought to my attention. It also works out very well for records as well, if you're into that type of vinyl as well.
I got
But,
you. That's funny. Yeah. So you
yeah.
were trying to get way out there, away from everything, and
Yeah.
you still kind of
Still found another market, I guess.
still get lumped in with something.
But yeah, I like doing it. My sister does the edits. My sister's a legend. She kills. She works for a YouTuber out of New York. She's a great editor. She used to work for the company back in the day. Yeah. She's a killer. But yeah, she does it. And like I have a bunch of content. I just don't ever release it, you know? Not that I've actually like made up and like edited and got. Because the biggest thing I've noticed is I'll post some garbage that I just make up real quick on the fly sitting at an airport, and it'll get 1,000 views immediately. And then I'll do one of these heartfelt where I pay my sister a good amount of money, and we have a storyline and we have a voiceover and we have all the and it gets
Nothing.
4 views.
Falls on its face.
And it's like, this is ridiculous. I mean, I feel like the right people are seeing it, but it's, I don't know. I like it, but I think it's more so like I've been making videos for a long time. So it's kind of cool to look back from 10 years ago,
For sure.
15 years ago of us doing this. And it's like, wow, we were babies.
Yeah.
You know, look what we were doing. So if anything, the documentation's where it's at.
100%. That's why I like this. Like it's super clean. And we were talking about it a little bit as far as like the editing process and stuff. Like if this became a job, there's no way we could do it. You know, it's like, we have to have the studio. It has to be plug and play. Like if we, like people have asked us like, well, why don't you come, Matt Ferg, he emailed me, this morning and asked, he was like, hey dude, what are your thoughts on bringing podcasts down to Miller's? He's like, I'm going to do a class down there next week. You guys come down, we'll do an episode. Jim will be there. It'll be at Miller. It'll be epic. And it's like, yeah, that sounds epic, but like, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's a lot that goes into that.
Do you think the sound would be too hard to control in that environment?
I don't doubt Josh for anything. Like he will kick and scream and moan and bitch and complain more than anybody you've ever met in your life. But then like if there's a goal, we're gonna meet it without a doubt. He'll figure it out. Yeah, especially when there's like certain things, like when it comes to like sound and shit, like he'll figure it out.
Yeah,
well, you seen him when we were starting. He was like inch it back, just going inch it back, just give it a little. You can't hear it, right? I know I can't fucking hear it.
He can you're screwing it up,
right?
Scott, get
so
it
I don't
together.
doubt it. We would figure it out. But like, I don't know. I like you being here. Like I like.
We have talked about having a mobile setup, but it's just the whole idea was to like build this up first, and get this hopefully generating some revenue for us.
It would just have to be it would have to be the right situation.
Are you guys selling ad space for this?
We are.
Yeah. And is that working out?
We don't push it as much as we should.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've had a few people.
Yeah. If somebody asks about it, that's the best, right?
We've had Rap Glove. Who else?
Rap Fam come after you?
No.
But he does do a good job of.
He looks after us super good.
Yeah. I just took him to the airport. We were driving. He was at that event last week, and we talked for 45, 50 minutes on the way to the airport from Jim's. He's a good guy, man.
Ruggs?
Ruggs.
Oh,
I've known him for ages, but that was like our first like proper sit down for and sober, no alcohol, no after show. We've been on our feet all day.
No,
just a casual like, oh, this is who you are. And he's like, oh, this is who you are. It's like, I like you. I like you too.
Brothers Chemical.
Brothers Chemical.
Nice.
So I like it when it's like that. Like it's not like it's beneficial for them. They see the value, and we don't have to like go head hunt after somebody. Like I'm not for that. And the people that are watching too is another thing. Like you try not to think about it too much. Like they're not necessarily in control of like how we do it and the direction that we go in or anything like that. But like they're still involved, right? So it's like you want to make sure that you're doing things to, I don't want to spam somebody with like some, I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's
CBD rub or something like.
Well, not even that, but more like, the We Print wraps and the Troys and stuff like that. Get in people's face that don't have the means to do something. Or
and it's interesting because it's like we tread lightly too, because like I would never like if like I don't know where the line is, right? Like it's so hard for me, right? Like I'm a 3M trainer, and if Avery reached out and wanted to sponsor the podcast, it would be like, well, is that weird? I don't think so. You know what I mean?
I don't think so. I'd hope you'd have something in your contract that avoids that type of confrontation.
They got it in there.
Yeah. Oh, so you're okay.
Yeah.
Snip, cut.
Is it not like that for you?
I think. Well, I mean, it's all about. I'm just a contractor, know, and you're not an employee, right? You're just a contractor as well. Yeah.
But there's a contract in place. Like
there is, but my contract's fairly okay, not bad. The big thing is everyone's here to win.
For sure.
Right. And I think Avery wants me to win. I hope 3M. I would assume 3M wants you to win too. So to put us in a position.
I will say that they want to win for sure.
Yeah, I know.
For sure.
Yeah. I like everyone. I'm in everyone's bed.
Yeah.
But I think the big thing is negativity. Get it out of here.
Yeah,
let's have some fun, man. But especially if someone's going to help sponsor and build up, something that you're doing that benefits everybody, because 3M's a big unit, right?
For sure.
But the graphics department, just a wee little wedge of the total pie. Same thing with Avery, and the graphics department is just so small. The bigger we can make it, the more exciting it can be,
I agree.
In my opinion, I feel like it makes those bigger companies like want to do more for the graphics part.
Well, you were in the Gary Vee thing. We went and seen. We did the Gary Vee thing together, and you went in kind of blind, right? Like you didn't have a whole lot of, you probably knew who he was.
I mean, I knew who he was. Yeah,
but it wasn't like, I think your expectations were low.
Yeah, well, I think he's obnoxious online. I like, you know what I mean? Like we all have our image,
sure,
right? And my image, you described it earlier, like a stoner looking, cashy, whatever, whatever. I'm cool. I wear it like a book.
Yeah.
His is like, I don't know, like New York quick, man, and it's like, and that's okay. But, I don't know. But I liked him. Walking away, I was like, that guy's cool.
But it was cool. There was one point where Mark Bagley from 3M asked a couple of questions, and that was the subject line. Like they were talking about like, how do we work with, micro influencers and drive like our position in the industry? And he was like, you do it.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
Yeah. You just get in bed.
Find them.
Yeah. Work with them.
Yeah. And it's like, that's a perfect example. You know?
Yeah. I get it.
I think, and that's always kind of been an issue with like bigger brands. Cause I think back to like, the racing, companies that we've done with, like we have found ourselves in a space with social media where we can be a asset to these big companies.
Right.
And they want it, but like they don't want to give up control.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. So like there was a time where when we would go into the race shop, if we got time, dude, I'd love to take you by a pro. Have you ever been to a pro race shop?
I don't think so.
Like a compound. It's unbelievable. It's massive. Pull up a picture of Hendrick Motorsports complex. It's just insane. It's like it's so hard to even explain. But I mean, they're building their own engines, building their own chassis, building their own bodies. They've got 660 employees. They've got museums. They've got like it's a whole thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've been to race shops, like really nice ones too, but nothing like that.
Right. It's just obnoxious. Like it's just way over the top. Like they've got a field out in the middle of their complex where the pit crew goes and trains like because they're ex-pro athletes.
Yeah.
So it like looks like a small football field, and they're just out there like throwing rocks or something. I don't know what they do, but
Question is, do they have a Vin Diesel?
for sure.
They have one.
Well, I mean, they've got,
a Vinny
replicas.
Vinny D.
The
type.
one that didn't make it.
The one that didn't make it.
Yeah, like they had to go somewhere, so that's where they
The
went.
stand-in.
But when we first started, yeah, that's the 524 shop. That's half of the
That is bonkers.
yeah.
Think about the poor soul that's got to mow that grass.
They love it.
Oh man, it looks like
That's
they love
like
it.
that's
love
like the best part of their job.
Yeah.
That looks perfect.
Oh, dude, this is half.
And then
This is half of
this is another half of it, I think.
his Mr. Hendricks helicopter pads, like right over to the side.
The only thing that's not in these pictures are the
The Heritage Center.
Heritage Center.
No, the Exalta
Hang on.
Center.
New tab.
Pit crew practice. And
This
then they
is
just,
all the engine stuff where they do all the engine stuff.
so where that picture is taken, they just built 2 new buildings. Right behind, up there on the hill. Anyway, it's just a massive
Nice.
compound. It's obnoxious. But when we first started going there to do work, we were doing easy 250, 300 cars a year there. They wouldn't let us bring our phones in. They were like, nah, homeboy, cell phones stay in the car. Like you're not taking pictures. We're not taking no chances. Like there was a contract for a few years that we had to sign that like when celebrities came through that like you couldn't talk about whatever their thing was. So like for drivers, you couldn't be like, man, what about last week's race? Right. Like you can't talk about their sponsorships. You can't, you just have to,
Play the game.
Yeah. And so it was a very weird thing. Well, then during COVID, all that changed to where it was like, everybody thought the world was going to implode. Like, so it was like all the rules went out the window. So we started posting videos. And so the conversations went from don't bring your phone in to like, hey, look, those videos are pretty sweet. Can we use that? How can we work together? How can we do stuff together? And
why would it take so long for them to figure that out too?
Bro, they didn't. When we were on TikTok, I can remember a time where I want to say Josh was somewhere around 25, 30,000 followers. I was probably floating around 15,000. And like we were having real conversations with like marketing departments and teams where they're like, this content's good. Like you guys are like crushing this. Like when you come and wrap the car, we need you to do that. Like, can you like?
So did you sell your services then?
No, we always talked about it.
We gave a lot of it away.
Just give it away. Right. And so it was like, if we can leverage that to make sure that we can keep coming back and doing this stuff, cause it's super competitive in our market. Yeah. Like one of the reasons we can do this is because it's nothing for us to call, like there's graphics people. There's so many graphics people within 60 miles of here. It's insane.
Really?
Yeah. And a lot of them are really cool, good people that have just never been out to shows. Like TDS is one of the biggest graphics companies, I would imagine, in the US, and nobody knows about them. Like they're super low key. They're
the Death Squad.
Yeah. They crush it, dude. Well, you know Tanner, right?
Yeah.
It's Tanner's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. He owns like a massive graphics company here.
Yeah.
I think the number, like they're printing over 1 million square foot a year or something like that. Is that a lot? It seems like a lot.
Seems like a lot.
You good over there?
It's the ghost.
I gotcha. But anyhow, so the conversation, so we started seeing marketing a little bit different. It was like, well, we need something. Let's put something in place. And this is kind of what we came up with.
I dig it. Looks good in here, guys. You got your little sound absorbent material over here.
I'm telling you, Josh knows stuff, man.
Legit.
Yeah. It's got a good mix of like, fun, us, and then like practical. But we didn't want it to be sleazy and grimy, and we didn't want to turn into a job. We want to be able to walk in and be able to do this and have fun. So,
man, I've been wanting to do a podcast for ages. I bought a bunch of stuff for a podcast and started doing it. I think I recorded 2 or 3 episodes. It was like Oklahoma stuff. It wouldn't have been for the industry. Just never released it. Wasn't very good. But, man, I've had this idea for ages, and it'd be fun. And if someone steals it, whatever,
I could put it out there.
I could still do it. But we all have the most ridiculous stories,
for sure,
like the most insane stories. And you go to a trade show and you get someone that's had a few cocktails and something rings their bell about a story, and it comes up, and it's like you hear a phenomenal story, especially if the person's a good storyteller. Like Jim Miller's a great storyteller.
Reel you right in.
Molly.
Oh yeah,
great storyteller.
And I can't get him on.
Well, no, the point is like there needs to be a podcast that's just like 20-second to 5-minute stories.
Sure.
and it's a collection. It's like, okay, cool. We went to RapsCon 2025, and because with technology, you can probably get mic'd up pretty easy on site. Do it outside of a bar. Try to and just like, here's a good story, and try to have a theme. And dude,
it'd crush.
It would just be like,
it would crush.
Like you get JP in here telling stories.
100%.
He's got the most ridiculous stories.
He did pretty good when he came on. Like he did, like he opened up
I watched.
It was good, man.
I listened.
I enjoyed it.
I cried.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We haven't cried yet, so
No.
it's still early. I think we got time.
I had some funny ideas for this podcast, but today just ended up being kind of an interesting day, and I just didn't do it. But do you watch How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah. It's a phenomenal show.
Yeah, my wife loves that.
Yeah.
And so over the years, now I love it. I think it's funny.
It is good.
But because I don't watch your guys' podcast. I listen to it.
Okay,
I'll be driving. I don't ever watch it. Like last time, one of the last times I remember listening, I listened to Tanner's on a drive back from Dallas.
Yep.
And I remember looking down because I pulled over to get some gas or something, and I was still listening to it. And I was like, oh man, I could fucking watch this. Maybe I should set this up at the house. It's kind of cool. But then I was thinking, I was like, it'd be so funny, to do if I was doing this podcast and if I brought a lighter and had a sandwich.
I don't know. Where are you going?
I had a sandwich and be like, hey man, you want to hit this sandwich?
and you just spark the lighter or something?
And then I just eat a sandwich. But for those people that are just listening, they're like, what the hell's going on in there?
So I love when people watch it because it's set up for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was the goal. I wanted people to treat it like Seinfeld, once a week you slide in and watch the episode. But
no, I get it.
More of it is like what you're saying. People are on the job site or they're out somewhere, they're not dedicating 2 hours when they get home to watch us talk.
And sometimes I do, I sat down and watched the Justin one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I sat down and watched that one, but
rightfully so.
But that, I thought, man, that'd be really funny. Just that person, driving to work. It's like, what
I'm sure we can find a lighter.
And be like, yo, I got to stop and see what the hell he's
no,
talking about.
There's no way he's sparking up a sandwich right now.
Because that's what they do. Every story where they're talking about marijuana, they're like, we're eating a sandwich.
Oh,
that's the joke in How I Met Your Mother. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I thought you guys got it. My bad.
Completely missed it. That's so funny.
And I don't think anyone would actually understand the joke, but they were like, what the hell is he calling this thing a sandwich? And what is he doing?
No, that's funny.
I'm rough around the edges. I like to just keep it weird and have fun with it.
Yeah. But I think that that's something that you bring to the table, right?
That's my brand for sure.
Yeah.
Everyone has a brand, right? Yeah. I'm a big storyteller. I like to paint a picture, right? Mm-hmm. We're all the star of our own movie.
Yep.
What's that movie look like?
For sure.
And I say this all the time. Is it a horror movie? Is it a love story? Is it a coming of age story? What is it?
Yeah. When we were in Vegas, I came downstairs. You were in the lobby. I think we were waiting on Tanner, and I can't remember. Maybe I took a call or something. But when I came off, you were like, "Hey, hey babe, how's it going?" And looked at me, and it was I didn't have my hat on. I didn't have my shirt on. I had a t-shirt, I think it was an old tethered Paint Is Dead shirt, and you were just like, yeah, okay, out of brand. I got it. Just completely.
I was blown away, man. I don't think you're wearing a hat.
I know. I didn't have a hat on. Yeah. I didn't have a shirt on, a collared shirt on or anything. It was just it was funny because it shouldn't I had both with me. I ended up putting both on before I got to the, but I felt comfortable.
It's like, shit, dude.
He's right.
This pedo walked in the back door.
They're going to be like, who's with Charlie? Who is that guy? That's interesting.
I was like, yo, hey, you got to put that hat on before we get in public.
Yo. What are you doing? What are you doing right now? Because Tanner looked good. I don't know if you remember.
I do remember.
Yeah, he was cleaned up. Yeah. He looked sharp.
Yes, he did. He did look good.
Yeah. Cool.
I don't do that, I
clean up?
No, I mean I can clean up a little bit, you know what I mean. But no, exactly. That's exactly. Yeah, I don't. I
think you had a collared shirt on,
No, I was wearing a t-shirt, guaranteed. Okay. Probably wearing my LE jacket. I got my staples that I do.
Sure.
Just wear that video we were just watching a second ago. I'm pretty sure I'm wearing the same hat. Just I don't know, man. But I think having a brand in today's climate is super good, super important. I think also to have a brand that is not fabricated.
Right.
I saw a video of a influencer mom, yelling at her kid to, do the video. And it's like, God, that is
the worst.
Disgusting.
Yeah,
it's like for the kid, for the mom, for everybody. And, you know, if you're going to be dabbling in this toxic culture we call social media, at least be genuine, right? And put the brand out that hopefully makes someone smile or laugh or, you know, bring some type of positivity in the world.
100%.
Yeah. So.
And it's so easy to fall victim of that. Like I would in no way, shape, or form try to justify her being a cunt, but like making sure that like, cause you can do things and think like, oh man, this is going to get a lot of light. Like you said, we were talking about it earlier, like all the effort that you put into those videos, it's like, damn, like there should be a little bit more love here. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, well, that should never be like a deciding factor not to do it.
Right.
But then on the flip side of that, like if you did do something out of the pocket that's not really you, like if I'd have came down with my hat and my shirt off and you'd been like, damn, baby, you look good, you know, run with that. You know, I probably still would have put my hat and jacket on just because it is fitting, right? Like it is important, but.
Well, especially in a setting like a Pain is Dead rap party or whatever. You know what I mean?
Pretty specific, yeah.
Well, what I mean is like in a setting like that, like you're going to have people from Australia.
Yep.
You're going to have people from Japan. You're going to have people from all over the world. And this is their one opportunity to meet you. So might want to look the part so they can recognize like, oh, you're the cop looking dude.
Yeah,
like,
you're
come on.
the guy.
Yeah. It's oh, you're the stoner kid from Oklahoma. It's like, I'd love to say hello.
Yeah.
Because if I went in there looking like, you know, James Bond, they'd be like, who's, you know, Freddie got fingered over here.
Right, yeah, it's creepy. What are you doing?
Yeah, who is this guy?
Instead of wanting to approach you, do the opposite.
Because if people are accustomed to this idea of you online,
right?
You know, I don't know. I
think hopefully it's authentic. Hopefully it's who
that's
you
my
are.
point. Yeah, because I say the same thing when I'm teaching. You know, when you're selling, you don't want to. There's nothing wrong with selling, but if you make it feel gross,
right?
There's something wrong with that. But like, you want to be creating customer confidence and creating a good customer experience, right? So how do you do that? Don't push. Yeah. You know, and you can push hard and still be so smooth. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah.
And like you can make them think it's their idea.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, now you're selling. Now you get the secret sauce. Now you get it. But if you got to like turn it on at the office and then turn it off on your home, that'd be exhausting.
100%.
You know what I mean? So I'm always trying to be me through and through. I always make a joke that like, if you see me at the grocery store, I want to be the same person you saw at the shop. Yeah, yeah. Because like, how bad would that be if you see me, you know, like very clean cut, rigid, whatever, in the office, and then you see, you know, Spicoli, you know, creeping down the, you know, like what is going on here? Like, like who's wearing the mask?
Yeah, like if you wouldn't have had a hat, like, or your glasses or something, you know what I mean? Like if you wouldn't have looked like, if you'd have walked in here, I would have been like, what in the world is happening right now?
Guy.
Yeah, get it together.
No, it's like, are you guys watching that show Severance? It's like, this is Charlie's innie right now.
Okay.
That's
what's hot in the streets.
You haven't seen Severance? You mess with this? No one?
I don't get a whole lot of TV time nowadays.
Okay, I guess I'm a big old freaking loser when TV time.
I have to check it out.
No, it's fun. It's an Apple one. Basically, the idea is when you go to work, it's you, but like there's your brain gets cut off. So basically, like you're
literally, like, is that literally?
No, like,
or is it like all metaphorically?
No, like when they go down an elevator, like there's an inside version of themselves. That's exactly what happens.
Disconnect,
and they become like a different person, but they're still the same person.
That's wild. It's like The Sims, kind of.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what The Sims are?
No, like is that the
old game?
Oh, like that? I remember the commercials, but I never played it.
I'm pretty sure that there's like a movie about it, like one player one or something, where they're like anyway, it doesn't matter.
Being authentic is where it needs to be.
For sure.
It just makes it more fun.
Well, and it's hard to hide it. You know what I mean? That's what it's another reason I like the podcast is like when you're sitting down with somebody after 2 hours, like you can tell like if it's the same person it was when we started versus.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Do you see people?
100. Yes.
Oh yeah. 100%.
100%.
I'm going to do it 100%.
Yeah. You think so?
Yeah. I'm going to turn into Freddy Krueger.
Even like Justin was such a roller coaster dude. He was probably one of the only ones that like, there's been there's been a couple that were like, I try to keep us on pace. I try to make sure we're still talking and keep up with the conversation. I'm just that way anyway. You know what I mean? Like I want to, but with him, it was like, I was along for the ride. right? And it was like this, and I hate using Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, because it's not a negative thing, but like he would go from like, he would open up and like show this thing for a second, and then it would just be like, now I'm back to Justin.
Yeah, that's JP.
Yeah.
That's JP in a nutshell.
And it was beautiful. Like, I was like, I'm along for this journey. And then he lets you in for a second. It's like, oh man, this is cool as fuck. Like that. And it was cool watching him too, because he's on that, like, you know, I really don't know what to expect. I don't really know what I'm doing here. The wife said it was kind of cool, so I should do it. And so I'm here. Let's run it. Let's see what happens. And it's like, okay, cool. Like, just be you. And he was like, me is 5 minutes and I'm out the door.
Yeah, that's. I was about to say, have you ever been JP'd? Yeah, that's what he does, bro.
Yeah,
you know, he'll be like Homer Simpson in that meme of like creeping back into the
and he's gone.
into the leaves. Yeah, dude, he's good like that.
There's a name for that, right? Like when you leave a party. Anyway.
The Irish goodbye.
Yeah,
the Irish goodbye. Right. Apparently, if you do that, you get like 15 years extra in your life or something like that. Okay. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm making a number up. But, but it's a disgusting amount of time.
Yeah.
But time stacks so quickly.
For sure.
So like, think about it. If we go to, I have like a bunch of, like, let's say I have 15 tour dates this year. So that's at least 2 dinners with teams every single night of the, you know, so that's a lot of dinners, a lot of interactions. So if I take 10 minutes of extra conversation every dinner,
for sure,
that 10 minutes just stacks up and stacks up and stacks up, and you get hours and days back.
So I after I got authorized, I was like, I'm gonna go take a class with Justin. Like, I just got to see where he's at. I got to know what's hot. I want to see where his cadence is. 2 years ago.
23.
23.
Nice.
And so I went down and walked in. He's just cool. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing here? And I'm like, I'm here for the class. He's like, get the fuck out. And he's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. It was a great, it was cool. So cool experience. He's like, I wish you would have told me. He was like, I would have worked it out where we could go and do dinner. He was like, so I'll work on it and see if we can go have dinner. So we went and had dinner. Great time, hanging out and everything. Towards the end of the thing, we got on this subject that, people have their stances on certain subjects or whatever. Anyway, it fell into a situation where I thought maybe I said the wrong thing. Like, I thought I offended him. You know what I mean?
You probably did.
Yeah, well, and I can do that. You know what I mean? Okay. Unintentionally, right?
It's real easy to do that with people.
But I felt like there was a little bit of tension. I was like, damn, I hope I didn't piss him off. You know
What'd
you
say? You remember the moment.
100%. Yeah. So it was like where he lives now, there's no guns. In the United States, there are guns. So if I'm going to live in the United States, I'm going to have guns. And that's not saying that like I'm a murderer or like I'm looking to like slaughter thousands of people. I'm just saying like I want to make sure that if you got it, I got it. And if you don't want it anymore, I'll give mine up too. Like, I'm down. Like, and I don't, I try not to take a hard stance here because it's I get it. Like, it's a delicate thing and like it gets political really quick. And like, so it was like, that's pretty much what I said. Like, if people are going to have guns, I'm going to have guns. And it was, I could just feel like
all of a sudden, like, the room like slowly changed into like a Western saloon. You started spitting on the ground and stuff.
Yeah,
and
like
it felt different.
Well, like I don't know. I just got this feeling like it's strange because I don't know. I've never really looked at it like those type of people that it's kind of like Canada. If you've ever talked to anybody that's Canadian, they're like, healthcare system's killing it, man. So. I don't know what y'all are doing, pony up, I guess. I don't know what you do. Right. And it kind of like it's like they almost talk like they're better than you a little bit. You know what I mean? And like, not that Justin did, but it almost felt like I got that feeling like, hold on, man. Like, I'm not, am I trash? No. Am I trash? Is that what's going on right now?
Am I trash? Yeah. Well, you've been, he's been on the Europe train for a long, 100% for a long time.
So anyway, so let me finish because this gets better. So the next day, so I go in and it's test day. I'm testing.
Oh, you offend him with the gun talk the day before testing?
That day before testing. So nice. I go in and I'm like, I'm an overthinker, right? I'm probably just overthinking, Told my wife and she's like, no, you're just dumb. So apologize and don't be a fucking redneck, right? Like, just get your life together.
You didn't show up and apologize to him, did you?
So I went in chipper and happy and like gung ho, and I'm like, hey, good morning, Justin. Didn't say a word, just. In these classes, there's only a few people in these classes. Just
my God.
Right by me. And I'm like, all right, yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
Like, I just got to shut up and put my head down and get through this test. Like, Like I'm testing, like, and he's not even acknowledging me.
It's test day, dude. I don't talk to the students on test day.
So my fender piece, color change fender piece, comes up short.
Where?
The bottom. Well, I mean, just wherever. It was just short. It didn't fit the panel. And I'm like, hey man, before we, you said start, but this is short. And he was like, yeah, figure it out. What would you do if you were on a job site? Call the customer and tell them it's short?
Yeah.
Got it.
Figure it out.
Got it.
Honey bunny. Yeah.
I'm just like, my heart's pounding. I'm sweating. I'm just like, did he just punk me in front of everybody?
He just looked through you, bro.
Like he just put there's like.
Where were you testing at?
Miller's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Old facility?
Old shop. Yeah.
Nice.
So there's something to that too. Like there was all like.
Yeah, you had big dogs above the rafters watching too.
I could feel everything. Yeah. Right. So anyway, get done, do the cut test. Everything's going great. Pass him with fine colors. But he's not acknowledging anything. He's remove that. Go to the next one. Just super, super dry. Get done. Make my last few cuts. He's fucking just yanking on this thing. He's got it on his chest, like trying to leverage.
I do the same thing, dude.
Just really giving her. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, God,
I ain't giving them away, bro. I ain't giving them away.
Golly, what are you doing? You're really wrenching on this thing.
Have to.
Balls it up, throws it away, smiles from ear to ear, gives me a hug. He's like, dude, thank you so much. I'm like, what? He was like, you showed out. You done everything right. You done everything you were supposed to. He was like, I fucked up. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, you were here as a student. And he's like, I have to respect that. And the last thing I would want is for anybody here to think that you're getting any kind of special treatment. He's like, if you would have came in here and showed anything like you thought that you deserve something, like you're not passing. It's not happening. They're not going to have that over me. And that's how I feel about it now. So it's like, because we get guys that come to the class and they're like, dude, dinner tonight? We doing dinner? I'm like, no.
Yeah, I don't go out with students.
Yeah. I have made the mistake.
Oh, I made the mistake a bunch of times.
But
I say a bunch of times, like literally 3 times. Yeah.
But it was that's what it was. It had nothing to do, I just, all that was in my head and just freaking out. Like it was it. But it was a real thing. But it was a huge valuable lesson. Like,
yeah. As a trainer, you got to be careful in those moments of people will twist the narrative
100%.
To fit whatever they want. But yeah, and I know the feeling too. It's like when you have a homie that that's testing with you. It's like, dude, you gotta kill.
Yeah.
Like if there's any middle of the road, I gotta. What the send your packing? Send your packing, And I don't know, but that's cool. Yeah, it's a vibe, dude. Those testing days are heavy.
What's the worst part about training for you?
Breaking hearts.
Yeah.
Well, it depends.
That's such a boss way to say that.
Yeah.
I'm using that just so clear.
Breaking hearts, bro.
That's beautiful.
It's bad.
It is.
I got stories.
That's the best way to put it though.
Because dude, whenever
you're so cool.
I am. I am. Man. God, dude.
You're so awesome.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put that. I always say, because I hate saying it, but it's like when girls cry, it's the worst, dude. I can deal with a dude crying. Like it sucks, but like I can.
If you're making girls cry, you're not good at it, dude.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm not saying I'm great, but
I think I don't think I've definitely seen a girl walk away with tears in her eyes.
That's a girl crying.
But my point being is like, guys are babies. Like true, just
sure.
Like right there, and it feels so bad. Like
they get the glass over.
Women can fucking deliver babies.
It's true.
They're like, this is fucking nothing. All they want to do is stab me or something.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, just come back and crush next time.
Right.
That's the big thing. I think it's all about delivery. Presentation is everything in this world.
Sure.
So, but yeah, I think the hardest part for me is breaking hearts, and I travel a lot, so I miss my family. Sure. That's a big one. But I got it dialed in. I'm not gonna lie, I got it pretty dang dialed in. I can usually, like today, I flew out. Like this was crazy, just so I could come here. Mm. But I flew out super early.
Thank you, by the way.
No, of course,
This is great.
But like typically, I'm flying if I have a Thursday, Friday class like this week, I'll fly out at like 7 p.m. the night before, get in town at midnight, go to the hotel, go do the class, and fly out directly after the class. So
maybe sneak in some pizza.
Guaranteed.
For sure.
Guaranteed. Duh, baby. And especially if I'm going to a place where I don't know anyone.
Yep.
That's really nice because then.
Oh, really?
Or I know that the. Yeah, because, someone asked me this the other day. They were like, when you go to these places, it's kind of like a party every time. When I'm there, it's a special day at that shop.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's kind of like a party day. Yeah. So either the Avery rep wants to go to dinner or the shop wants to go to dinner. Sometimes
I think when Justin walked in, maybe there was some smoke or something There's
music. There's music. It is a feeling. It is a moment. Yeah. But yeah, the big thing is though, someone was like, do you feel obligated to go out and are you tired of it? Well, the big thing is if I was drinking, I was when I was younger, it'd probably be a big deal. But,
sure.
That's the big thing for me is I want to be real quick, do some things that I like, play disc golf, see a movie, breweries, phenomenal coffee spots.
You ever feel guilty?
From the road? I used to when I first started doing it, but not anymore.
No.
And I think it's all about communication. My wife and I, Jill, we have a clear communication. We struggled at it at first, real talk.
Sure.
I had some little babies. I'm fucking dipping out, and I'm going to eat steak dinners.
I know.
I'm going.
That's the ones that get me, man.
And I'm doing cool shit. My job's cool. I get to do cool shit. It's oh man, we're gonna have a steak, and they have the most delicious beers, and
That's so bad. I'm sorry. It's not all it's cracked up to be.
It's just it's terrible, dude.
Me and Tanner were having dinner the other night at this super nice restaurant downtown Nashville. I mean, it's just bougie. Actually, before we left, he was like, "Hey, do you have something nice to wear? Do you have can you make sure that you're dressed appropriately?"
Tanner said this to you?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Tanner.
Because he's one setting the prep. Hey, look, this is somewhere.
That was his way of saying yo, your swag game needs to be on top, right?
Whatever. Leave the Asics here. You can't rock the dad shoes. That ain't happening, right?
Them Bobby's World sons of
This has
bitches.
got to go, son. You got to look shave, maybe clean up a little
hilarious.
bit. But we're sitting there at dinner, and the bar's right there next to us. The mood is right. It's all he made reservations. And it was great. It was wonderful. Sit down. I ordered this.
Wait, let me guess. Did you order calamari?
No, deviled eggs. But right, I've learned do you like deviled eggs?
I love me some deviled eggs.
Okay, so if you go to a nice restaurant and they have deviled eggs on
they're going to be good.
They're going to be fire. Knock your socks off.
And there's going to be presentation involved.
The whole thing, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I ordered the deviled eggs, right? And I'm looking down and I'm like, golly, these things are going to slap. I'm just jacked out of I'm just pumped, right? Pick it up, go to eat it. And I'm just like, oh, God, it's everything that I want it to be. Without missing a beat, Tanner's like, you ever feel jealous when you're out here? And I was like, I didn't for 30 seconds. I was really trying to enjoy it. But yeah, so, now that you mention it, because the idea from the deviled eggs came from me and my wife were at a restaurant. She was like, order the deviled eggs. So that now that it's all I could think of, I was like, golly, this sucks. She'd love this,
Yeah.
So I'm bad about it. I feel guilty.
Yeah. I mean, no, I get it. I totally get it. I think the big thing is that communication.
For sure.
Knowing that you guys are on the same, because I battled it for a few years for sure. But no, I feel when I'm on the road, Jill and I have an interesting, we really don't talk while I'm on the road. I might talk to the kids, I might not. If I want to talk to kids, of course I'll call the kids. But, there's taekwondo, there's soccer, there's, Jill said it perfectly. Because I was like, yo, dude, I'm fucking sitting in a hotel room by myself, fucking, I want to fucking say goodnight. What? Yeah. Come on, G-fuck, what, man? Yeah. Come on. And she's like, dude, after a day of dealing with the kids by myself, running the business, picking up the kids.
I'm good, homie.
Dropping. Yeah, she's like, it's just I feel like it's a lot still. Just to kind of bring you up to speed. And I was like, oh, I'll just go fuck myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dana gets in on that.
But it makes sense.
She'll say she's checking a box. She's like, dude, if we're talking on the phone, it's just because I'm checking a box at that point. I'm not. If it's genuine and I want to talk to you, I'm going to call you. And I'm like, all right, got it. Yeah. Now I feel guilty and dumb. So that's great.
But I think it's, I think that's when she said that, training
relinquished a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, we're done. I don't have to be worried about it anymore. You know what I mean? It's this is easy. So now I just disappeared, fucking.
But y'all,
by the river.
This is cool too. So she's involved. I just seen recently, they did maybe wrote an article on her, or
I think
industry spotlight.
Yeah, I think women of raps. I think
highlighter. That's what it was. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's cool. So
yeah, she's a baddie, dude.
Yeah,
she's a baddie.
That's dope.
Yeah, she's cool. We her background is apparel. Okay, so she had promotional products, apparel, all that good stuff. And now she's legend style. So we kind of, our business is crazy. I mean, how much do you know about our business?
Not much.
Okay, so I got to go back first to.
So something you said upstairs earlier, like you saying that you guys will do some contract install work. I didn't know that. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Okay, so my parents started Lettering Express in 1988. They sold the business in 2006. 2006, I'm a senior in high school. I moved to Colorado, become like a little snowboard stoner bum thing.
You graduated in 2006, so you were born close to 88.
87, yeah.
87, cool.
Yeah.
Did you have any interest in the business at all?
I mean, I worked in the business as a kid.
Okay.
I worked for, like before I was 16, I worked for 3 different wrap shops.
Oh, okay.
So I grew up doing this shit.
Okay.
So
I just imagine you raging against the machine or something, you know?
dude,
what
I was
mean?
a fuck.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I was a wild boy, you know. But that's the joke is like I had to go to work because
Sure.
my parents wouldn't let me stay home because they'd afraid I'd burn the house down or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was wild,
Let's
bro.
go.
Yeah, like I got arrested at like 13 for underage driving.
Yeah.
I was wild, boy. I was wild. I was out there getting with it, you know. But
Oklahoma dream.
yeah, Oklahoma for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they would make me go to work, either for them or their friends.
Okay.
And I worked for this guy named Stacy Blagg when I was like the summers of like 10 to 14. So like I learned how to do registered trailer graphics from him.
Okay.
You know, the company was called Stacy's Custom Stripes. So he was like a pen striper.
Okay.
You know, this is back in the 90s,
Yeah.
you know, and it was dope. But yeah, I always did this. So they sold the business in 2006 to a gentleman by the name of Mike Lombardi, super nice guy. I moved to Colorado. I was a snowboard bum, did that for a little while. My goal was to move to Colorado and never come back. Like when I moved to Colorado when I was 18 or 19, I was like, I'm never coming back. Like, you know, like I said, I was a wild kid. So I was
You
like,
were just going to live the snowboard dream? Like, is that?
yeah, just like I grew up skateboarding and stuff, and I was just
Okay.
gonna go out there and I have family in Colorado.
Okay.
So my sister lives in Denver. My dad lives in Grand Junction, but he's moved in different places in Colorado. And my grandparents, they lived in Grand Junction or still live there. So I spent a lot of time in Colorado. I've always loved it. So as soon as high school was over, it was like, boom, out. Well, I was living in Breckenridge, Colorado, very expensive, very bougie, all that stuff, and sharing a spot with multiple people. So I ended up moving back after like a year, like
Okay.
a year and a half. Like I think we were literally there just for like 1 year, like exactly a year.
The lease ran up? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I was there till the very end. Like everyone had like bailed. It was a thing, dude.
Sure.
Like because like one of our friends stayed in Colorado. One of them moved back to Oklahoma, and we're all still homies. One moved to Wisconsin, and
It was probably just a sick year, though. Like,
dude,
y'all-
it was nuts.
Yeah, y'all probably had a ball.
Oh my gosh, dude. So much time on the mountain. Yeah. So much, just wild.
You still snowboard now? Ski now?
No. I mean, I probably would, but I'm getting older. I think I would like to do it.
Yeah.
I still fuck around on my skateboard, casual style, just 'cause I don't want to get hurt.
Yeah.
But
We got a couple boards out on the floor.
yeah, I can still do a kickflip.
Yeah.
You know, maybe like
kickflip.
yeah, do a kickflip. Maybe like I don't know, like a nollie big spin. That was always the thing I liked to do back in the day. That was like my fun little.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah. So then I moved back, and I was gonna. So my lease was running out, and I was gonna. Okay, I need to figure out. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to stay in Colorado. So all the sign shops there, because wrap shops weren't really like wrap shops yet, you know. So all the sign shops were doing like sandblasted, woodworking, like the typical mountain signage you can probably imagine in your head in Colorado. They were hiring, but I was like, this stuff does not look like vinyl. Like I have no edge here.
So you guys were doing vinyl, like when your parents had the shop and you were working at places in high school. They were doing like traditional letters, like plotter cut,
die cut, multi-layered, making banners, stretching banners out on the table.
Gotcha.
No digital printers. Obviously, we got them eventually, but
you felt that, like you knew that space, and you knew if you walked into a sign shop, they had that, you were good.
yeah, and I would have been an instant asset to whatever place I walked in.
You walk in, they're sandblasting. You're like, no,
this is not me. You know, so I end up calling my buddy Stacy and saying like, hey, I think I need to come back to Oklahoma. I'm not finding anything out here in Colorado. Are you hiring? He's like, yeah. It's like, I just picked up a big contract. I'll bring you down. I was like, tight. He calls me like a week later. I get all my arrangements to move out. Like the lease was coming, but like I'm, you know, figuring everything out.
Yeah.
Well, he ends up calling me like saying, hey, I can't hire you anymore. The big contract fell through and I won't be busy enough to keep you busy for no more than a few weeks. I was like, tight.
Great.
Yeah, tight. So I'm 19 years old in Colorado. So I call Lettering Express, the shop my parents used to own.
Okay. So they kept it the same? Kept it the same name?
Yeah. So
did they keep everything the same? It was pretty much the same business?
Yes and no. So then I called Mike and the new owner. I'd never known him. I called my mom. I was like, is this guy cool? And he's like, yeah, he's a New York Italian, real nice guy.
Hey.
Yeah, very much. Like, I mean, like, you know, he always like would say like Cousin Vinny type stuff, you know, like Cousin Vinny will get you kind of shit. But he tells me to fuck off, basically.
Ooh.
Like, doesn't tell me to fuck off. And I'm like, hey,
politely tells you.
like I'm Toya and Rich's son. Moving back from Colorado, I'm pretty good at this kind of stuff. Like, I'm here to help, you know. He's like, no, we're not hiring. It's like, all right, tight. But he ends up calling me like, so I'm like, okay, fuck it. We're moving back. We're moving back in 5 days. Like, whatever, I'm moving back. He calls me back like 3 days later, 4 days later, something like that. Like the day before we moved back. It's like, I actually got to let a guy go. Yeah, come on down. And I was like, dude, I'm driving back tomorrow. I'll be there on Thursday, first day. He's like, cool. So I'm actually staying. I moved back to Oklahoma. I'm staying at my ex-girlfriend's mom's house. So this is a trip, man. My ex-girlfriend, cool cat, you know, very, for lack of a better term, just earthy and granola.
I can imagine.
You know, hippie.
Yep.
And her mom was for sure this lifestyle too, but she was a doctor. So she would...
Did you shower outside?
No, but
that's
like
good.
She basically let us, me and one of my ex-girlfriend's ex-boyfriends, so 2 ex-boyfriends, were staying at her house, managing her property.
That's good.
While she lived on, like, she would go do these, she's an emergency room doctor.
Oh, she had a little money.
So she was floating about, and she was like, she let us live there for free. As long as we maintained the garden, you know. The weekly sex was weird. No,
I'm so glad you said it. I'm sitting here like, I know Josh is wondering if she's hot. Like, I just can feel it. Like, I'm not that that's real. I'm not saying that's real. I'm just saying I can feel it.
Thrown into this?
He's over here just like building a scenario.
Jesus Christ.
No,
like, does she have hairy armpits? I don't know.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But
I'm gonna write this down.
She was never around.
Remember the dog ears we were talking about earlier?
Yeah, dog ears. Now that's got to make it, dude. It's got to make it.
All right, cool.
That's funny as shit.
I'm just trying to make you laugh.
You're crushing it, man.
Just trying to make you laugh. No, but it was an event, dude. I lived at this house for a little bit, and I ended up going to Lettering Express that first day, and I'm meeting the new owner. I'm meeting some people that I know that work for my parents, you know. Cool. So some like, oh, hey, good to see you. I haven't seen you in ages. Because at this point, like in high school, I never really went around my parents' shop. I worked at a sign shop in Edmond. We lived in the suburbs, so I worked at this place. So I worked at a sign shop pretty much my entire life, one way or another. I mean, I had like a fast food job here and there, but always vinyl. But so I'm walking around, meeting people, seeing the spot, whatever, and it takes me back to like the apparel, like promotional area of the business, and introduces me to his 2 daughters. And
was that a thing? Like, when you guys had it, did you have apparel?
No. So my parents never had. You know what? They might have at the very end of the business. Yeah. Like I wasn't really involved with Lettering Express in high school. I was never around. I worked at this place called Signs to Go with this guy named JC and Paul, real cool cats. But so they had, I know Mike acquired the company. So if I feel like maybe they were maybe doing like small stuff, but he was like, whoa, here's an opportunity. I can
blow this part of the business
up. I can do this. And so he brought his daughters in, and I ended up going home that night and calling my mom and saying, oh, it was cool. You know, like, this place is cool. Looks pretty much the same. Yada yada. I was like, but you didn't tell me, you know, Mike had 2 smoking hot daughters, you know, and like, no bullshit. That's like, that's verbatim. Like,
well, I mean, to be fair, what, you're 19, 20 years old?
19 years old.
Like,
and
that's a critical piece of information they probably should have slid in there.
And I did, and yeah, they should have.
You know
like,
what I
just
mean?
a heads up, like some Italian hotties, you know.
Like I could brush my teeth, I could shower, something.
And I was like, dude, I was a goober. Like I was wearing like cut off like jean shorts, tank tops. I was riding my bike everywhere.
Jorts and a wife beater,
dude,
just fucking. We're not gonna take you.
I was Oklahoma through and through.
Let's go.
But yeah, I actually, the funny thing is, I had a girlfriend at the time, and she had a boyfriend. Jill had a boyfriend, and we ended up, dating those individuals for like 6 months or whatever after that.
So Jill was one of the smoking hot daughters?
Jill was one of the
Let's
smoking
go.
hot. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you knew that. Yes, Jill was one of the daughters.
I totally picked up on that.
Sorry. I thought you knew.
Such an idiot.
I thought you knew. Yeah, dumbass. Keep up. Right? Come on, keep up.
How many chicks can he say are smoking hot before he pisses his wife off?
Yeah,
That's in my head. Like,
that's a good point. Good point. But no. So it was one of
enough about Jill. What's about her sister? Did she stick around? No, I'm just kidding.
Her sister. So her sister was never involved with the business.
Okay.
Like that little bit while she was in the business, and Jill and I eventually started dating. That sister moved away. They had like a family thing go down. Like
that might have been why he said no in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, nah.
No, I know exactly why.
I
knew exactly why. There was this guy that worked there. And he was their rap guy. I had never rapped. Like I had worked with vinyl,
sure,
non-area. We were using 651,
sure.
reflective, just all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I learned how to rap. So basically, I came back, and Jill and I eventually started dating, and years later we got married and had kids. And
so your whole relationship
with Jill, I met her at work.
No way.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And what's cool is like she's dope.
Yeah, that helps.
Like. It's crazy,
Is it?
Well, because when I moved to Colorado, remember, I wanted to never come back.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? And I was like low key, like kind of pissed off that I was coming back with my friends and,
sure.
kind of abandoned me, Like all the things in Colorado were so much fun.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to go back to Oklahoma. Oklahoma is like, I might get arrested walking down the street or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, I want to.
Well, it's surprising that that even like a relationship was even an option at that point, because you're kind of down and out, really. You know what I mean? Like you're kind of bummed.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, like living at the girlfriend's house and stuff like that?
Just all of it. Like having to come back and like.
It was a thing, dude.
I bet so.
It was really a thing. So it kind of like the lowest point of my life at the point became like the best thing that ever happened.
That's what it sounds like. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. So it's like, I always tell people, like, you never know what's going around that door. Like if you're in the thick of it.
Like I imagine the last place that you wanted to fucking work was Lettering Express it.
Yeah. I was not stoked on it.
I could imagine.
Yeah. I wasn't stoked on it. It was really just going to be a job.
And everybody there's already got to hate you, right?
Fair. I don't know. I was always around as a kid, but like I said, not much in high school. So there was this guy, his name was Eric. He was like their lead installer.
Okay.
He's the one that got let go. He went and, he quit on his own. He went and, like we were talking about, an outfit brought him in-house to do contract work,
right.
And I think he ended up doing like this huge project. Took him 2 years, but once the project was done, he fucking
checked out.
Yeah, lost his job. And it was crazy.
Yeah.
But he ended up going, and I ended up coming in, and there was 2 girls that were working there, Amanda and Ashley, double A's. Never said that once ever. Never said that once. But they were the rappers, and I learned how to rap from them. They were pretty freaking good at it.
That's cool.
But they didn't really care. They didn't care. Like I cared. I didn't care. I didn't realize I cared, but I was like, "Ooh, this is kind of cool." And I remember when I was in high school, this guy that used to work for my parents came into the sign shop I was working at, and was offering his services for wrapping cars. And I was like, he had his car wrapped, his like little modded out Civic or some shit, what was that? Fast and the Furious type stuff, you know?
The Holy Grail.
Yeah, dude. And I was like, man, that looks so cool. I wish I could rap. And then years later, I ended up started doing it. But those girls showed me the ropes, and then I figured it out. You know, kind of figured out the secret sauce. And I was super anal, like super weird, particular. You know, very much have like a ritual. You know, you ever watch Dexter? You know, it's something like, you know, he has
I know
like
the reference. Never watched.
But yeah, like it's, you know, it's like a psycho killer.
Somebody called me Dexter last night. I had the black gloves on, like I was cleaning, and they're like, "Bro, you're psycho." So
Yeah. But the thing is, like,
I Googled it.
Making it. I was really into it. You know, like really methodical with it, very intentional. With
Were you ever
everything.
like that before with like? Because I see it a lot with like musicians and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I liked art.
Yeah.
You know, I was an arty kid. I liked skateboarding. I wasn't like real techie or anything like that, but you know, the whole screw it and do it mentality growing up, skateboarding, that was me.
Shredding.
Yeah. Shred or die, dude.
Yeah, I got it.
But yeah, so that's my story with Jill. It's pretty crazy.
So your family owned it, then her family owned it. So is Mike still around? So
Mike is officially the owner.
Cool.
But we're next in line.
Nice.
He's been retired since about 2015.
Okay.
So in reference to time, I came back to Lettering Express in 2009.
Okay.
Jill and I got married in 2012. And then he probably retired around 14, 15. I think I heard him one time say 16, and I'm like, no.
You weren't around that long.
No.
Yeah.
But I think, like, for a long time, he was a financial advisor, you know, basically big money guy. He came from the corporate world, got laid off, had some money, wanted to buy a business. Like, I learned the reason I'm an assassin is because of that fucking guy.
Really?
Yeah, he's a fucking legend.
And this is your father-in-law.
My father-in-law.
Yeah, that's
like,
cool.
He taught me how to he taught me the fine things in life.
Really?
Like, he always likes to make fun. Like, his joke is, you know, if he's in the right group of people, then the context will make sense. He'll say, yeah, when I was buying a business, I didn't know I was buying a son-in-law. You know?
I like him already.
Yeah, no, he's a cool cat.
Yeah.
But because our parents, Jill's parents and my parents get together, get along really well.
Oh, cool.
When my parents sold the business, I don't know if a lot of people know this. Maybe there's just some knowledge for some people, but you know, certain business can't just be like, bank won't finance it, right?
Sure.
Like, so
It's got to be legit.
yeah, like, so
Buttoned up.
you know, if a company does, let's say $500,000 annually, and you have a digital printer, a lease, you know, and everything else is just like labor, right? Your food
Sure.
bills home and stuff like that. Like, you can't the bank won't give you $500,000 to buy the business, right? So my parents financed it, right?
Yep.
So he would basically just do a lump sum at the get-go and then pay XYZ for.
It's pretty common in business acquisitions.
Yeah.
You see it all the time.
Yeah. So my point being is,
Nobody's
like,
just sitting on a couple mil and they're just like, here, let me buy your company. It just generally doesn't work.
But my
that way.
point being is the bank won't be able to, like, you know, so usually it's like sell by owner kind of situation, you know, so.
Or a hybrid mix
like,
of some sort. Yeah.
What we did is it ended up working out really well because my mom stayed on for a year, right? So my stepdad bounced. He's my stepdad, but he's always been my dad, basically. Gotcha. He wanted to move back. His mother was getting older, so he wanted to move back to middle of America, middle nowhere, Kansas, Norton, Kansas. Shout out to the Norton, Kansas folks. So they moved out. My mom stayed on for a year. Smooth transition. Mike's a huge fan of my mom. And then I came on and he fucking loved me. I was good. I fucking showed up, hard worker. And Jill and I, when we started dating, we dated in secrecy for like a year or some shit. Like, we were it was sexy, dude.
Yeah?
It was like, ooh, it was exciting.
Yeah, see her at the water cooler and shoot her a wink, you know? Like, yeah.
No one knows. No one knows.
Under the radar, baby.
But no, it was cool. I remember whenever I told him, he was so excited. He was like, fuck. Yeah, he was like, fuck yeah.
That's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, well, because also, like, we get to say that our business is 38 years family-run business.
Yeah.
And that's awesome because it's facts.
Yeah,
you know?
that's cool.
Yeah, so that's our story as far as Jill and I's little roundabout way to get where we are now.
Where did you fall into it as far as like were you installing, designing, selling?
Yeah. So when I came in 2009, I came just strictly installer.
Okay.
So I started, we were doing Mustang stripes, Camaro stripes,
Sure.
Joe's Plumbing vehicles, all that stuff. But we weren't using wrap film. We were using 651. So I used to do Camaro stripes with 651. And for you legends out there, that's something.
For sure.
When Camaros switched up the body to that big dip down, you remember that? Yeah. We were doing those in 651, dude. I would do them dry. Dude, I had a system
Knifeless?
down. No, we would pre-cut it, but I would remove the pinstripe and only install 3/4 of it and keep the backing paper on it, and then eyeball the rest of the width. I had a system, dude. So I got really good pretty quick. And
was there just like a big Camaro scene up that way, or just like a dealerships?
We always did custom stripe packages.
Okay.
Back in the day, like, this guy Mike Horton used to work for my parents, and then he worked for Mike, and then whenever Jill and I took on, he quit. Like, he did not want to work for me,
Right.
which is okay. He went to the competition, but the best thing that ever happened to him, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Mike Horton, if you're listening, shout out. Come say hello, baby.
Yeah.
That being said, they were really good. Him and this other guy named Eric, they were good vector guys.
Okay.
Sign guys through and through. And they would, they knew how to make templates. And that's how I learned how to make templates from these guys, how to take photos of it, how to measure it, where to measure it, how to build it, make rubbings, do all that type of stuff. And they would make these phenomenal kits. But we were using just sign vinyl.
Yeah.
You
do all this work on the front end and then just use this trash on the back.
Shitty. So, but that was the best thing that ever happened to me, because I learned how to become an installer.
Yeah.
Like you hear about these guys in Brazil. That's what they're installing. They're doing SC950, SC900, 651, 751.
Who was it? RapsCon, Javier and Damien and
so good.
Yeah, they're slayers. They're great.
Get out the way.
They're killers in the United States. But when they went down to I think it was Brazil, they were just kind of like average guys. They were like average installers compared to these other guys that are like they're using All-Tac all the time, and it's calendar just
Yeah.
They're just roughing it. Dog.
Oh yeah, dude. Man, I remember I did a competition at RapsCon, and All-Tac was one of the sponsors, and you had to do a fender with All-Tac, and dude, I smashed it.
Yeah.
Like, had fun. Easiest thing I did all week.
No way.
And everyone was struggling. And it's like, dude, it's like if you don't that's why I tell people, it's like if you grow up using 651 sign vinyl, this is nothing.
That's
like
cool.
It is. So you can throw anything at me, and I feel usually pretty comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Hot surface, melting material.
Whatever.
Not whatever, but I'm smart these days. I'm trying to avoid it.
Sure.
But, it's like, this was the thing.
Yeah.
So it's just what it was back in the day. But yeah, those guys are some killer vector guys. So I started saying hey, we need to start using premium films. And Avery had that really bad failure back in the day. This is probably before your time. It was before my time. It's before 1105. What was it? 105?
Okay.
Was that what it was? Or 1005? Maybe. I don't know.
1005 sounds right, but
maybe. I think there was a version of 1105 before. It had a catastrophic failure, nationwide. If you talk to the old cats, they'll tell you about it.
For sure.
It happened at my parents' shop, and they swore it off. We're never using Avery again. Never using Avery again. Well,
I know that there was a stigma around Avery for a long time.
Yeah. And this is probably back early 2000s.
Yeah.
And
but I always just thought it was they were the first ones that actually stepped up and was really trying to compete with the
3M.
Yeah.
It was 3M and Avery was always the big ones. Well, obviously Orifal and KPMF and them were always there, but
sure, it was just another option. It wasn't really
because Arlen had that beautiful color change film too back in the day.
I know. But there was some cool stuff.
Dude, they had some great colors.
Yeah,
they had some great colors. But yeah, so I started saying hey, let's get certified and do this, because this is the early stages of social media and hearing about Justin Pate, and no one was training yet. I mean, there was Rob Ivers and 3M's platform, but outside of that, the information just wasn't in front of you now.
Is he from out by you? Is he Oklahoma?
No, Rob is Kansas, I think.
Okay.
at least I tested with him in Kansas.
Okay.
I'm fortunate enough to got to work with him before he retired.
Right.
He's old school.
He is.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Did you ever do a test with him?
Yeah.
Did you do PDA with him?
Yeah, the 4x8 sheet of acrylic.
Yeah,
non-airy grass.
That's nothing. You know what I mean? And that's growing up. That's the shit we did. So it's like, who I was there with.
You say it was nothing. I was scared to death.
Well, I was out there with another assassin, Preston Jordan. So he was out there testing at the same time as I was there, and everyone was like, just you know how it is. Everyone's competition. Everyone's talking shit, and
he's a little gritty. He's got a little bite to him.
He's got a lot of bite.
Yeah.
He talks a lot of shit.
Yeah.
He's a phenomenal installer. He's allowed to say it.
Yeah.
He worked for Jim for a long time, and I think that's a third thing you could say about Preston is that he worked for Jim. You don't open up with that.
For sure.
He's a killer. But I remember he was there and
a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
But I remember that acrylic, people were scared of it. And I was like, man, that's standard shit. Don't get me wrong, I was still scared. It's a test.
It's a test, right? Yeah. That's kind of what I was
And you can always, do something, and if you try to pop it, you're gonna shatter something. Oh gosh, man. But
that's cool. Preston was there though.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, I came out like at the right time. Like my coming out party, if you will, was WrapsCon 2015. And I feel like I met the right people at the right time. And
do you remember who won?
The first one, what?
That competition.
Which one?
The first one that you were talking about. You went to.
Oh, I have no clue. If I had to guess, it was probably who's that really good installer?
Dustin Shelley. I think he was like one of the first one. I don't know if
Brad Felty.
Oh, Bradley.
Yeah,
hey,
I know.
We just did an episode with him.
Yeah, I think he might have been one of the top competitors.
Really?
Yeah, he was competing back.
Let's go. I didn't know he competed.
Yeah, that's when I first met him. It was
Really?
back in the day, probably 15, 16. He was involved. He kind of doesn't. Where's he at these days? He kind of hides
race cars, man.
Yeah, just fucking making money. Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, he came down. We did a car together. He did the podcast. It was cool.
Nice.
The first time I really got to like hang out with him, and like he's a fucking cool dude.
Yeah, I've never like really hung out with him. I'm sure I've had beers and stuff with him over the years.
Yeah, I've seen him out and around. Like I just never got a chance to really connect with him, and I felt like we should because of the racing thing. You know what I mean? Like you try not to ever force those things, but it's like I know you're into it.
I think Preston Jordan might have won one of those first years.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was competing a lot back then.
Yeah,
I think Jim and John were competing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember just like walking over, going like, "Dude, what is going on over here?" And I once I got the itch. I started competing a lot. I probably competed in, I don't know, 15 competitions. I don't know, a bunch. All over the world.
So was that big for you, like going to the shows and like?
Yeah. I would tell anyone, go to a show. Go to a show, get yourself out there. If you want someone to be your friend, make them your friend.
So it sounds like certifications came first, and then you were at the shows, then competing came.
Yeah. I got Avery certified first, and then I went 3M preferred, and then PDAA, and then just every manufacturer.
Just hit them all.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've done some manufacturers a few times because their programs have changed.
Sure.
I've done 3M a few times, done Orifal. No, I only did Orifal once. Did Arlon twice.
Yeah. I'm looking, well, they just did the Arlon thing at the mob thing, right?
Yeah, I didn't do the class though because I was already certified.
Gotcha.
They had that UPP certification back in the day. It was a color change certification. Yeah. Richie and Louie taught it, and
you did that one?
I did that one, dude. There were some. That's what's cool about these classes, dude. Like, okay, so
you never know who's going to be.
You never know, dude. I went to that class. Chad Parrish was in it.
That's cool.
Legend. Yeah. Andrew. What's Andrew's last name? Wisconsin Andrew. Fucking badass.
Andrew?
Yeah. His name's Andrew. He's a badass. I'm sorry, buddy. Can't think of your last name, but he was there. I want to say it's like Hartman or Hartfield. Something. I don't know. That's probably wrong. Cut that out. That's probably not even close. But yeah, you never know who's gonna be in these classes, man, and it's so exciting. I met Narayan day of testing for Avery. We both tested in an ice box in Denver. It was it's coldest certification ever. We wiped snow off our cars before. Now we started.
He's on the PPF side, right? Like he's a PPF trainer, is that right?
Not anymore. No? Not anymore. No, Avery doesn't have a PPF trainer right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure what the story is. They're going to be. I think they're revamping the program.
Okay.
I don't know, but I know they had some differences.
Was he?
Huh?
Was he?
He was the trainer.
Oh, that's what I thought.
He was the trainer for 3 years, I believe.
That's what I thought.
But he's still involved with the program. He's hosting classes. There's no bad blood or anything like that.
Cool guy.
Yeah, he's got a small shop, and I think the dynamic of his shop has changed since he started training. So probably itty gritty stuff when it comes to that.
Sure. Well, I tell you that with the big thing, like PPF really getting bigger and like becoming like, I'm going to go down to Hexas. I'm going to do theirs. I've heard a lot of good stuff about it.
I've heard the same.
You know what I mean? I heard the test is challenging.
Yeah.
Also Marcelo. Damn, I botched that. Marcelo. I've heard he's a boss, dude. I heard he crushes his class. Like he's a really good instructor.
I mean, going to a class is always good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's hopeful as long as the training is put on by, I always suggest like either an organization or
for sure
a manufacturer. Like, you know, if it's just a group, there's good ones with good installers that are leading them. But it's kind of tough if you're not going to be able to have some type of formality or something that's legitimizing it.
Sure. Like PDAA is a really good example.
Yeah.
You know, when they had Rob for years, like it was good. It was solid. And then it kind of got a little wavy and rocky and you really wasn't sure the direction it was going to go.
I think they're back, aren't they?
Yeah, it's settling up now.
Yeah, I think it is.
I went down and they had one in Raleigh and it was good. It was nice.
Who taught it?
Chris Ulmer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Legend.
Dude, he's good.
Oh, he was just in the event we were at last week, the Wrap Summit with ISA.
Yeah.
And
how'd that go?
Oh, it was killer, man.
Was it?
Yeah. Shout out to Craig and the team. They're just crushing. So
that's so funny. Like I told you earlier, I was like spying on the photos, like I'm zooming in trying to see who's there.
You know me, I'm just
Charlie.
Just snaking.
I don't know how you like. They're getting these big cabin like I'm.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a shy guy. You know, just fucking
blend in with the background. Baby.
You know, like I wasn't feeling too good the first night of the event, and I ended up showing up an hour and a half late. And they were like, "Why are you coming so late?" And I was like, "Man, I'm just not feeling good." And they're like, "Coming in perfect timing." And, you know, it
looked cool. Like happy hour. There was like axe throwing. They had the big kind of a stage set up and everything.
Yeah. We there was some Keynote stuff talking about AI, talking about processes, talking about workflow.
I was surprised. This is not to completely derail us here, but I sat in on the Chris's roundtable last night.
I was on that too.
Right. There's like 40, 50 people in there?
Yeah, I sat down on it last night.
Like, that's pretty strong.
I think, well, also last night, he invited everyone that was at the summit.
Oh, okay.
So everyone, and it was right in our faces.
Sure.
So I think he probably got like 15 to 20 extra people on it because I know I saw Jim and Starla on it. Yeah. I know I saw some folks that were at the event. And I was like, okay.
That was smart.
But dude, there were some, like Jim's spot's so epic, but that event was dope. Like I would highly suggest anyone that wants to better themselves, go to the Wrap Summit. It's pretty cool. I think it was like $125.
Yeah.
Like nothing. And you know, there's multiple happy hours if boozing and cruising is, well, don't drink and drive. But if boozing is your
cruising
thing.
the shop.
Yeah, cruising the vibe.
Yeah.
It was cool. And then, you know, they took us to HP. We toured the HP facility.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they took us to HP, toured that facility. That was crazy, man.
Is it that close?
45 minutes from their spot.
Bad.
Yeah. So they just put a bunch of rappers on a bus. And I kept on thinking like, you know, we're about to get hijacked and it's going to be like a speed moment. Keanu Reeves, you have to jump this bus across a ditch or something like that. And I was like, if this bus goes down, we're going to have to reformat America for vehicle wraps. But who are we going to bring to the top? Jim is no longer there. You know, just be ridiculous about it.
Like Armageddon.
Yeah, dude.
If we're going to select somebody.
Like Speed.
Yeah.
You know, Speed.
I always think about like if somebody was going to represent the industry, who do you think it would be?
That's a phenomenal. Is he trained? That was a good question.
Yeah.
That's a great question. It depends on the room. You know.
Okay, Rogan. Rogan puts it out and says, "Hey, rap industry, we want to bring on the guy. You guys pick the guy, and I'm going to have him on. I want him to best represent you guys." And
me?
Yeah,
guaranteed
for sure.
No, I'm just fucking around. I mean, I don't know, man. It depends. Like Justin would do a really good job. Jim does a really good job. John is an animal on his own.
John who?
John Doover.
Doover. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Doover.
Yeah. Also an Avery trainer.
Okay. I don't know, but then you think about some of the, you know, there's some interesting people that, you know, have seen a thing or two. Some of the manufacturer folks or some of the distributor folks. Like at one point, Frank Fellers could have been a good person to represent the industry.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't know. That's a strange. That's a bold statement.
Well, because the thing is, Frank was so fucking passionate about it.
But you know Frank. That's we talked about this, so that's kind of cool too.
Yeah. So Frank was in Oklahoma, so we got to do a lot of stuff with the Fellers team. Wrapped a lot of cars, a lot of cool cars, tested material.
That's cool.
Yeah, I got to see a lot of stuff before it was on the market, test it. Help develop stuff that people are using today. Yeah, it's real cool. Frank is dialed in.
Yeah.
You know, he was, before he got out, it was cool, man. We'd get in these conversations talking about vehicle wraps or PPF or whatever. And, dude, you know, I was fortunate to get to work with him.
Sure.
Last thing I did, he lives somewhere else now. He's got a house in like, bunch of places like Florida.
Sure.
I think like Florida, New York, and Colorado, I think is what I heard. So I think he just bounces around.
Okay.
But he still has a property out in Tulsa. And last year, I went out there and wrapped, might have been the end of 23. Went and wrapped, he's always been wild, challenged me. So went and wrapped some classic cars in chrome.
That's cool.
Yeah. And
so recently,
probably 23 or 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool that he's still because he's out.
Yeah, he's out.
Right.
Yeah,
He's got nothing to do with the industry anymore.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's mojitoing it up.
Yeah.
You know, just chilling. I don't think he drinks, but
Okay.
but he's doing whatever.
Virgin daiquiris. Yeah.
He's whatever it is. But yeah, I get to work with his son. I worked with his son on a few vehicles. We did
Was he involved? His son?
Frank?
No, his son.
His son,
Like with the company stuff, was he on this?
No.
Disconnected?
No. They were all young.
Oh, I got you.
You know, it's crazy because, you know, when we went to WrapsCon together in 2015, it was an all-star group. It was Justin Pate, Frank Fellers, the Carneys, the Millers, and me.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's like I felt like, that's why I say it's my coming out party. You know,
Sure.
It's like,
you felt like royalty.
I felt like fucking, let's go.
Yeah.
Because I'd done some work for Frank, and I wrapped his Audi R8, and this is the first project I ever did for him. I did it in carbon, Arlon's UPP red carbon.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I did that hood, you know, one piece, you know, chrome.
Just showed out.
Yeah, and just got down on this thing. And, you know, he was like, hey, you going to WrapsCon? I was like, yeah, I'm going. And he was like, you want to be in the booth? And I was like, yes. And that day, that conversation, I owe my success to Frank Fellers. Him and JP, those guys. Well, and obviously my main man, JC.
Yeah, let's go. What's Jill? Is that?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, sorry. I didn't thought it was a Jill reference.
No, that was just I'm not.
Are you listening to the dude's story?
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm not sorry, that was a mean joke. I'm not religious. I thought you would understand my.
I did.
Jesus
I was
Christ
giving you
joke.
an out. I was trying to help.
Yeah, Frank.
That's cool. Though.
Helped me. Yeah, and we did. We wrapped that Audi R8 a bunch of times.
Yeah,
like 27 times or something like that.
Well, the next time y'all are kicking it, you know, and he's looking for something to do, tell him we'd love to have him on the podcast. Love to.
Man, I'd be curious if he would do it. He's so he's
still wrapping his cars, which that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. There's something about he wasn't just drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Oh, he was. You get him. He would ask the most serious questions about wrapping too, and you know what always cracked me up is he would never say wrap, or he would. What would he? He always said something that was really funny to me. He'd always be like, I'm excited about wraps. It was always plural.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, when people say vinyl wrapping, it feels weird to me.
Yeah, that feels weird too.
Yeah, there's a little weirdness to
But
it.
he was always stoked on it. And yeah, we got to do a lot of cool stuff together.
We just, I didn't know him like that, right? Never really got to kick it with him or really get to experience any of that. So it's hard to get, he could have just been a really good salesman, right? Doing the videos. I mean, hell, Justin did so much for him. It worked really well where Justin's on his come up, right? And Frank's right there with him. So, of course, Frank looks like a rock star. There's a Fellers on every corner. He's,
oh yeah,
he's crushing it.
Yeah. There was a point when Fellers was just
it was it.
That was the thing.
Oh.
I remember one time I saw Frank do he was a guest speaker at the first business boot camp with Avery, put up by Justin Payton, John Doover. Mm-hmm. And he did he did a keynote, and he gave everyone a book called Focus by insert here. It was.
Josh, can you pull up Focus and see if maybe we can?
It was.
Sounds like it was a great book.
But his keynote was so good.
Really?
And it changed my life. Like,
no way.
And it was already like, by this point, I had probably wrapped, by the time this keynote.
Like from a business standpoint or like personal?
Just both a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. Cause I've been up and down, with this industry. This industry is a roller coaster,
Sure. She's a vicious bitch, man.
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
And
who's the book by?
I don't know. It's a yellow book with focus red.
Mike Schmoker.
You got a picture of it? Let's check it out.
Hang on.
Can't be far.
Anyway, sorry. Elevating the Essentials.
But the idea is, I don't know. That one doesn't look like the one I got.
Yeah, well, we tried.
But it doesn't matter. But
shout out Focus.
But it's old. But it's an old book. I'll get it. I got it at the house. I'll show it to you. Yeah. But the point, I remember years ago, we used to go to Cars and Coffee with Frank. So we would roll up to Cars and Coffee with a bunch of wrapped cars. So we'd have wrapped Lambos, wrapped fucking Audis, all this bullshit. And I had my rinky dink VW, just rolling up with the squad. Yeah. And I'd get some clients. He'd have some of his people. Yeah, we'd just line them up. And
cowboy boots.
I was talking to a guy that owned this gentleman by the name of Mark that owns Oklahoma Customs. And this was probably 2017 or something like that. And I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get into PPF, dude. That's the next thing. It's 2017, so I was already ahead of the game.
Sure. And the car scene in Oklahoma is pretty popping, right?
It is. We have some money out there. But I'm talking PPF. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go get Expel certified, I think, because that was the one that everyone was doing at the time. And
I did 3M.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
I know.
But
it was closer for us.
But the Expel program was a big thing.
When it popped off, it was watch out.
Yeah, and great marketing.
100%. That's all it was, really.
It's a great marketing team.
They crushed it. That's all it really was it was marketing.
So I'm hyping this up to Mark, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get PPF, and I'm gonna start doing this, and yada yada yada. And I'm daydreaming out loud, and then Mark walks off, and Frank walks up and goes, "Charlie, can I say something freely?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. What's up, dude?" And he goes, "Why are you one of the best rappers in the world?" I'm like, "I don't think I'm one of the best rappers in the world, but that's pretty tight that you said that, dog."
Yeah, I'm gonna jot that down.
Yeah. And he's like, "Well, no, seriously." And I was like, "I don't know, man. I don't know because I rap." And he was like, "Yeah, you don't fuck with anything else." He goes, "Don't mess with PPF. Stay focused." And I was like, "Okay. I'll go fuck myself." And
was this before or after he gave you the book?
This is before.
Before.
This is before, probably 2 years before.
No way.
Yeah.
So he was dialed.
That's what Feller's was. That's if you think about the Feller's business model, they were making banners, they were selling signage, and he just went let's go
rap.
Biggest
I'm pretty sure the world's largest. Yeah, the world's largest, right on the cover of the thing. Yeah.
So that was his thing, and then he gave us that keynote in Car Rap City in Texas, and dude, Jill and I went back to the hotel fucking just wild. We were lit up, dude.
Really?
Yeah, because he just killed it. And then Justin
That's
and
so
John.
good to hear, because I really thought you were going to go a completely different direction when you said that.
No, he killed, dude.
I thought you were going to say he just crashed and burned and it was terrible. And he's a hillbilly and
No.
That's cool.
No, he killed. That whole event was interesting because I had wrapped his car in a Tiffany blue, I think, right before that. He had a Shelby truck, and I wrapped that thing so many times, and it was tight,
crispy.
It was real crispy, just real nice. And you have all these people, your peers, Chris Bull had flown up, and people from all over the industry are in the room, and they're all.
Is the truck there?
The truck was there, so everyone's eye fucking my shit, and Blake Madsen was there.
Oh yeah,
and I think Nash might have been with him. But this is back in the day, Blake and I were competing against each other at this point.
That's
now,
cool.
Now Blake's a trainer as well.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it was a cool thing, So I owe a lot to Frank and JP, and it's the good homies. Good people.
That's cool.
Good people.
That's some good friends to have.
Well, I got lucky. Right place, right time.
Sure.
And I've said that to those guys a bunch of times they're like, fuck off, like, you know, you earned it, you know, kind of thing. But, you know,
well, it's probably a mix, right? A hybrid mix.
Well, you know, for years and years and years, I thought I had imposter syndrome, you know, and I don't think it's imposter syndrome. I think it's just anxiety, you know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
because you got to fill the shoes, right?
Yeah. You know, and like I'm going to teach a class tomorrow, you know, I'm going to a great shop, and great people, full class, be fun, but I still have to prove myself. Every class. Do you get that feeling when you're teaching?
100%.
Yeah. So like you still got to make them believe it. Like I'm a showman, right? I'm a storyteller. I can make you believe it, but they still like, okay, whatever. Like, let's fucking put your money where your mouth is. And then I do like, something cool. Like usually it's the hood, when I do the hood wrap and get crispy corners and glass
shrink
it out.
a corner or something. Yeah.
And they're just like, oh my God, start oozing, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. But it's fun.
But you'll pop off a one-liner every once in a while where people are just like, "Oh, he's good."
Oh, dude, I got my rhythm.
Yeah.
Because you know everyone's got it. Every trainer's got it. So I love getting in a room with like you. It's like, what's your rhythm? It's like, how do you model your presentation or your flow? You know, Justin is very methodical, like a like an actual professor.
Sure.
You know, me, I look at it like stand-up comedy. Like I get in there and I want the students to fuck up and I want them to get in there. But if they feel pressure, I remember I've been to a lot of trainings, and I remember one time I went to Justin Pate's training when I was young and I didn't even know him, you know, and I just like kind of like was quiet. They asked like, how, you know, everyone's going around like, what's your experience? I lied on my experience. I didn't want to like appear to be good and then like go out there and like not be good. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, I've only been doing this a few days, you know. In reality, I've been doing it for like ages. And I was in Texas and we were, you know, and the room felt like, because Justin has such an aura around him. You know, I've talked to Justin about this. Like, it's like, I think I can pull it out of a group differently than he can.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because I'm not JP. There's not the stigmatism of like legend status. There's
something about it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even you said it, you know, and I've heard that story
about
many.
The smoke?
No. About like, did I cross a line?
Right,
Did I get uncomfortable?
Oh,
I, you know, and that there's, you know, when someone's of that caliber, maybe someday I'll be there, but I think I try to make it loosey goosey.
Sure.
And that stand-up comedian like idea, like, you know, it's like you paid a ticket to a show. I need a wiggle and dance for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So obviously I want you to walk away with knowledge and this and that, but I get great feedback. I had a business owner tell me his team was at my class at Jim's shop last week. And well, he told me last week, but it was last year. And he's like, dude, my guys said you're the best I've ever had. And I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, thanks, dude. So, I love it. So, but I like it, but it's a lot. Getting on the road, performing,
You said 17? You got 17 this year?
This year I have, probably like after like all the SEMAs and all the stuff, I'll probably like this is probably like my sixth trip already of the year, you know. But I think I only have like 15 actual classes, 2 or 3 trade shows. Are you going out to WFCT?
I think so.
Are you gonna go for it?
Well, I just seen registration open.
Saw that.
I haven't seen them promote the rap portion of it yet.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'd like to go back at least for, you know, PPF. I really liked the way they laid their PPF out.
I really liked it too.
It was cool, man. Like that.
Did you just touch toes?
A little bit.
Oh, that was nice.
Sorry. Normally I'm hooked back. So yeah, no, the PPF portion of it, the window tint portion of it was great. I think with rap being new to it, it was a little, you know, it was a little rocky. We had to figure that out.
I would love to MC that event.
Well, earlier you said something about a good MC. There's a guy that works for 3M, Kevin. I don't want to botch his last name, but he's Canadian. Killer.
Really?
Dude, he...
Like great installer, great like vibe?
No. Just a vibe guy.
Oh,
like
really?
I think he's a sales rep maybe, or he does something... He was doing he did some stuff. First time I seen him, he was doing like the Ferrari Club thing for 3M.
It can't be a manufacturer though.
Dude, he's so good.
I know, but it can't be a manufacturer. It's got to be a human.
Like you could separate him from 3M. I think you could do it. Dude, he's a kid. Like he's so good at it. Like he's on point. Like he's on fire, dude.
I mean, I'm talking playlist. I'm talking just like
he's a DJ
in.
too.
Even better. Okay, maybe Kevin's got the points.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling. Like
I'm thinking this year. I don't know if I'm going to go, but I want to. If I
WFCT?
Yeah,
you have to, right?
I want to. I mean, if someone's going to pay me to go again, I'll fucking do it. Yeah. But the big thing is, I think this year, like, some killers are going to be there.
Gotta be, right? Like, I was so surprised that,
dude, we got lucky that we got lucky to like experience it the first year.
For sure.
Because I think this year, if I hear that some killers are there, I'm gonna go.
You got to, right?
Just because like can't feel like I just snuck in the back door.
You got a leg up.
But I'm curious to what they're gonna do, because like, is it always going to be Jeremiah and PG? Like, what is the foundation?
So I think Jeremiah was the one that put it together.
Yeah. No, I'm like,
so hundo. Yeah, so I would assume that he would.
So my thing would be like, okay, because I would love to get in a room. I've done so many competitions. I would like, yo, we could do this, we could do this,
for sure,
we could do that. But
well, that's where my mind went. Like, if you were going to do something like that, somebody like Starla Miller. If they would have reached out to me and said, "Hey, Scott Decker, we want you to put together," I would have called. I think Starla would have been my first call. I think
Jim walked up to me last week and said, "He's like, hey, I want to talk to you." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "We'll talk about it later." But he's like, "I'm putting on a rap contest," and I was like, "What rap contest?" And he was like, "It's a PPF thing in the window film show." And I was like, "What?" And we never started talking, but. And
so it might be.
I think he was talking about hosting it at his facility.
Oh, okay.
So it's not at a show, but I'm not sure what he's doing. But Jim we've had multiple conversations about the lack of, theatrical, ism or whatever of the presentation value, whatever.
Sure.
For rap shows, they need. It could be so much cooler because people are
100%.
always intrigued by the process.
Yep.
And especially if you can get it to where there's short rounds, you see a lot of people, see a lot of different techniques. So it's engaging.
WFCT, the organization of how they lay it out, having all the cars. Yeah, like that. The window tint PPF thing was dialed.
Yeah.
And then how it rotates. I don't know. Did you notice how it rotated around the show? So you would have PPF competition going on, and then it would go to decorative, then it would go to wraps, then it would. So it forces the crowd, around the show floor, and I thought that was genius. Like,
yeah, it seems like there's a missed opportunity for booth space. It's like the whole thing is cars, which is awesome.
It's good,
which is way cool.
Yeah, you look around and you can see something.
Yeah, I learned so much just watching. I just sat down. I asked someone. I was like, "Who's the legend PPF?" And they were like, those Colombian or Hispanic or whoever.
Saints or something like that.
I don't know, dude. I just watched them.
God, I hate them watching damn good. I started following them afterwards. And even you remember the shorter guy that had the apron? He was kind of part of that group.
That's the guy that I watched.
That's the dude. Well, then there was a guy that was a little bit taller, a little stockier, had shades on.
Oh, I watched Shades.
Yeah.
I watched Shades.
He was a killer too.
Yeah, I watched him.
Right. I think we ended up watching him together at one point because he just pulling boss moves. Like he had his towel out over the engine bay.
I mimicked everything he did. Did you? Simple as that. Did you not when you?
I mean, pretty close.
I 100%. Like, okay, you dried the front of the car. I'm gonna dry that off and I'm gonna just.
Yeah.
Like
I just didn't wear my shades. I was like,
I know no shades.
That's probably where I fucked up.
No, and like I owe that guy. Like I was telling you earlier, I didn't know how to do PPF. I watched some Rap Institute videos, which gave me a lot of info. Reiner's a legend, but
I'm glad you said that. Let me interject here just real quick. Chad Parrish, I've heard Chad is a killer trainer.
Yeah, he's one of the best.
Yeah, like literally one of the best. I've heard great reviews. I've never heard anything bad about Chad.
Smiles? Oh, dude, he's the best.
And then Rainer. I took a class with Rainer last year. Killer, dude. He's so good.
I was supposed to be at that class, man. I wish I was there.
Man, he's a killer.
Yep. So maybe someday. I went to a shop in Munich and it was just gorgeous.
Was it?
Like he made me a espresso. Oof, so good.
In the shop.
Yeah. So dialed in. Gave me a history of beans and this and that. Such a magician.
Dude, he's so cool. He's a literal magician.
Yeah.
And comedian.
Yeah. He's gold, dude. That week at that trade show, he used some of his like sleight of hand or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Like technique. He ate a blade. And I was like, sneaky. That's so sneaky. And he goes, well, we don't throw our blades on the ground. He goes, and I was like, I know you didn't eat that.
Where'd it go?
I was like, how did you do that? And as he's like flicking it at me in the corner, he's like,
and he's relatively modest, right? Like
he's very modest. Yeah.
So like you were talking about earlier, like where you pull your inspiration from for your training, like your kind of your style and your flow. Like you can see like him, the fact that he's like got the DJ and the magician and the comedian and then the engineering and stuff, like when he's training, you can see every bit of that shit. Like it's genuinely who he is. Like it's fucking beautiful, really.
No, it makes sense. You know, I first heard about him through the Rap Institute, watching videos, and you know, like I told Justin this the other day. I don't know if he liked it or didn't like it, but it's like the first time I saw Reiner rap Amir, something clicked in my head.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I didn't know you could pull it that hard, you know, and that was like a glorified cold pre-stretch,
right?
You know, and I was like, oh, and then that horizontal tension became like a thing in my head, and I think Justin was always doing it, but maybe, I don't know. I think it was just like this big jam and just fucking, brah, you know, and like, damn, dude.
Well, even like with like Zero Stretch and the Rap Matrix, like I think I understand I understand it now after talking to him. Terrible name. Just, it doesn't do it justice for what it really is once you see it. You know what I mean? Like once you really see it, it's like.
I call it the Who's Your Daddy.
Yeah.
You know what
See,
I mean?
I think that's better already. We're moving in the right direction with the Who's Your Daddy versus Zero Stretch.
No, I get it.
But whatever it is, like you said, like when you see that, it's a very visual thing. Like when you see it happen, you're just like, we've been doing this wrong.
Yeah. Actually, I've been calling, I don't do it so much, but a few years ago, I was calling the Zero Stretch the old Quentin Tarantino.
Ooh.
Because that's a fucking title.
Right, of a movie, right? Yeah. Or even like the Matrix thing. Like I didn't completely understand that until me and Justin talked, and he, you know, got to dumb it down.
Yeah, they did
These little Southern boys, a little slow.
Yeah. That's another thing is I'm real dumb in class. like Justin gets scientific on you.
He does.
And it's like, you don't, I mean, like, I think it's great. It really is good.
For certain people, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Like
and for me, it's great. I like
too.
it.
Yeah.
But also, you know, I understand what you're talking about. But these new guys and gals coming in.
Yep. Yeah, when he was showing Zero Stretch, you could see like 3/4 of the people had that like wax statue look on their face.
Yeah.
Like they were just checked out.
So like, wait, I don't know how you guys do your demos for 3M, but like, so when I do the bumper demo, I do half of it solo. And like show triangles and like little to no heat, kiss of heat there, whatever, you know, picking and pulling to the right, feeding the mouth the right areas. And then I'll grab a student and I'll do Zero Stretch on one side. And it's like, this is what you can do, 2 different versions. And the Zero Stretch, I always like kind of like the student really never does it right.
Sure.
Because they've never done it before.
And it's hard to get your head wrapped around it. Yeah.
Because basically I just like, the way that I explain it's like, okay, what you're going to do is I'm going to say good. And every time I say good, I want you to bring it in good. And then I say go, put it on the car. And they go, okay. So I just do that. I'm like, good. And about halfway through, I stop saying good because they're reading the film and they get it.
They get it.
And it's like, cool, now you get it. But some students will just like hammer hands on it, you know, and just like start like, oh, come on, you're pulling way too hard.
But even then, like you're walking them through the process and it's like, do they really get what's happening?
Yeah.
Like,
that's why I show both.
Really get, because you really need to understand it to really appreciate it. Because they can get the same result by just yanking on her, especially with a bumper pole. You know what I mean? They're blasting it with heat and they just rip it around. You can make it look
the
good.
old heat and pray, eh?
Exactly. Exactly. So it's like it's unfortunate because I really don't think it's so hard for a new person. That's why I think the advanced stuff. I do think that's cool. Avery doing the advanced.
Yeah, I'm excited about it, dude. I was Justin and John were building it, and you know I got to see it on the ground floor level, and I remember getting out of the meeting and being like, guys, if you do everything that you just said in that class, best class in the world.
I've heard good reviews.
Yeah, and I think they're like Justin like was all broken up with his back from the first or the second one last year. So this year, I think it's going to get dialed in even more. Yeah. They do like a coaching call. They do all types of stuff. There's no presentation. It's just all vinyl.
Sure.
Like hey, you have to be CWI to go. So kind of wings out. And because I was talking to some of the students that were in the class last week and they were like, dude, this is great. Like just the conversation in the class was enough. Like,
well, I think it's cool too because it prompts people to go. Like if somebody says like, I don't need that. I don't need to go get my certification. Well, now here's an opportunity. If you do have your certificate, now you have access to this other class, and I think that's smart.
Yeah, I don't know why there's a real stigmatism with certifications with certain people.
It's strange.
I don't get it. Are you allergic to making money or something? Like, what the fuck's the problem here? Like, come
it's
on.
strange. I think some of it's ego too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they didn't have that opportunity maybe, or they felt like they didn't, or
I mean, I hate, and for you, old timers or young guns listening to this right now, I feel like the big thing is just like, do you have 20 years experience, or do you have like 1 year of the same fucking 20 years?
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, you've been doing it wrong for 20 fucking years.
Molly talks about it. You can tell when a guy walks in and he's the best installer that he knows.
Yeah.
He puts off he carries them a certain way, and then you watch him do something. Maybe he doesn't want to, he's got a little bit of hesitation to him, and he's like.
Statistically speaking, they're always the worst.
It's tough. They're tough.
And it's like, dude, like, and especially, and they want to pull out their phones and show you all the things that they fucking done.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, homie, like, I've seen every shade of lollipops.
Sure.
It's like, it's cool. Let's get to work, honey.
Show me.
Yeah.
Show me.
And it's okay. I like that, but I keep it real though. I'm, like Justin's real good at getting out of conversation.
God, he's the best.
God, I wish I'm like, it's a fucking Jedi move.
He dips, man.
But like, and I've learned a lot, but like, you have to be mindful of your time, especially in the classroom environment. A student will fucking talk to you for 20 minutes if you let him.
He'll lock you down for sure.
So it's like, I'm like, I used to just like kind of let it vibe, and then I'll be like, okay, now I'm like, okay,
sure,
let's hit it.
Well, so Justin's got it because of that aura that we were talking about, that thing about him that he's put himself on, not as for lack of better terms.
He got lifted by us minions.
Yeah. Like he sits up on this thing, so he can do that, right? And it not being, they expect him to do it. You know what I mean? Whereas for you, I could see them expect him to do it because the ADHD or something. They'd be like, oh, he's just fucking checked out. He's gone.
Yeah, dude, I'm like that though.
That's cool.
But it's good though. Like
it is.
As I've gotten older, I've I was an extrovert always, but as I've gotten older, I'm more like,
pulling it back.
Like, I used to wear like purple pants and shit, nice. Levi's, dude, back in the day, like little.
I've seen a few denim jackets. I've seen that mixed in.
Yeah, dude, I got it. But I'm a little more shy nowadays, but I used to be wild. I used to party and go out and all night, but now I'm like learning from Justin and like sneaking out when I can. Like we'll see. Like,
it's good, man. It's
get time back.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, time, man. Time is the thing we can't get back. And man, with as much time I'm on the road, I want to be efficient with it. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But also, like, I will stay out late if I'm with a group of just amazing individuals. That's the beauty of the rap industry. If you got some homies from New Zealand in the room and they want to hang, I'm hanging with the Kiwis. Like,
dude, it's funny that you say that because there are some cool dudes that come from New Zealand that are like,
yeah, it's the rap shop. It's David and the fam, dude.
Yeah.
They're the best.
I met them at SEMA. Like, they're cool.
No, they're
fucking, and they're down.
No, they are super down and
all in.
Just, man, I remember when I first met David, it was just sweet love, right? First moment, dude.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
Yeah.
David, call me, honey. We had a nice time. Why'd you ever call me back?
We had Graham Doolin on the show. Yeah, I don't know if you ever met Graham, but he's in Australia's kind of a weird setup, right? Like, like he was on, spit some hard facts about Australia that I knew nothing about, right?
Aussie boy laying it down?
Yeah. And I was trying
give me one fun fact.
So like the ratio of humans to kangaroos.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't want to botch it up. Yeah, at least double. Yeah.
Wait, double roos?
Double roos, yeah. Like there's twice as many.
Roos.
Like
wow.
They're everywhere. All right, another crazy one. Their population of Australia, the entire continent, is the same as Texas.
Yeah, Texas.
You know what I mean? So it's like that.
Texas is creaming their pants right now. They love that.
Yeah, baby. It's wild because it's how big it is. But it was really cool to have him in. He's also in a unique space too because they don't get a lot of like some of like their vehicles. Like there was we had a big part of our conversation was about their vehicles and how like they cost a lot more. They're harder to get. They're limited on what they can get. But a lot of their stuff is based off of the United States, and because their population is so small, it's really not like they don't have trainers there like they have here, right? So he'll train for both. He'll train train for Avery and 3M. And like, it's kind of cool. Like
that is interesting.
Yeah. Like he's in a cool spot where he can, you know, he's trying to service a little bit of everything. And
that's right.
You know, he came in here and it's like, pick a team, dude. Quit messing around.
Really?
You know, no, it wasn't.
No, I think it's, I don't think you have to pick a team.
No, you don't.
You know, I think some manufacturers want you to pick a team, but I do think.
Well, as a contract installer, you don't get a choice. Like we don't get I don't get to decide what the guy's printing on. You know what I mean? Like 100%. I show up and stick it, right? Yeah, so it's like I've got to be aware of all the other things that's going on. And I think that makes me a better trainer, right? I can speak to somebody from a real place. Like I'm not trying to bullshit them and try to sell them a film, right? No, I'm trying to teach you a process that you can install the film, right?
For sure. The best trainers are the ones that don't actually work for the manufacturer. The ones that are, they have gotten taught by the folks that manufacture the film and understand the minute details on the chemical level.
Dude, I couldn't imagine like trying to like give, like if you were to come to a 3M class giving you a 3M spiel, like I would feel like the biggest fucking idiot, like a loser for like I couldn't imagine trying to sell you on a 3M product. Like any student, but especially like somebody that has been in the industry and knows like there's absolutely no way I could do it.
You know, I went to do 3M certified last year because I was 3M preferred, did it at Lowen, and then like 10 years later wanted to get the company certified, and I went out to 3M and. You know, Nate was just like, all right, we got some legends in the room. Sure. He's like, okay, I'm not even gonna, he's like, I'll go through this. Like, this is a formality. I have to go through this. And he's like, let's just get on the floor, you know?
Yeah.
But it was cool to see it from the HHR to the Camaro and to the Transit Connect is big push. Because that was the biggest thing I didn't like about the 3M program was like, get rid of that HHR.
Sure.
Just not real.
Yeah. Nobody's going to do that.
Yeah.
Well, so since you went there and you got kind of a little feel of what the well, not a little feel, you got full on feel. You were all in.
Both hands.
Both, all in. How in comparison to like so when you go and you do an Avery event, right? It's kind of like when you go like for this event, you're in somebody else's shop. It's I'm sure there's got to be some complications there. Does it make? Oh
yeah, we're the traveling circus, my man.
Sure.
It's pretty good. So thankfully, we're pretty dialed in. We know where we're going usually. Sure. But tomorrow's will be interesting. I'm not going to have an Avery rep, which my man Joey is not going to be here, which stinks. So they get my goofy ass all tomorrow. Like no one to tell me to pump the brakes, no one to do nothing.
Hammered down.
Yeah,
maybe.
I get to just do what I want.
That's cool.
But no. The biggest thing that can cause a problem is weather. Weather and like students like don't want to participate. You know, if a class if the students aren't hyped and getting into it, classes are really, really boring. There's a lot of film, there's lots of tools to use, there's lots of things to go over, but that 16 hours of time that we're doing the class will disappear if they're not into it. Or if they are into it, it could be either way, you know.
I just
really
know
depends.
When I'm doing like the 1 day event, like going up to Jamie's and doing a class where it's like cookie cutter. It's like, it's the sweet stuff. You walk in there, you know the car, you know the Transit, you know everything is where you know it. You know what I mean? And then rolling in, like, so we'll do a 1 day event. We go into like a distributor, or, you know, you're kind of in their space a little bit. But PDX, I seen a video. I can't remember who the trainer was, but it might have been Justin.
It's probably Justin
at PDX. PDX's setup seems legit.
Yeah, real nice.
Yeah.
I go there towards the end of the year. I'm excited. I haven't been there in a few years.
Casey's cool as fuck too, but
Casey's a good guy.
Yeah. Just his setup is legit. So like, and not that anybody else's isn't, but it's like, do you ever get that feeling like being in their space?
Oh, some space. I've done some bad training locations for sure. I've also been in a class for other manufacturers that was bad training locations. You know? It just really depends.
3M is kind of spoiled in the fact that they've got the facilities scattered out. Like that's cool. Like that makes it so much easier.
One time I did an Orifal. Me and Orion did an Orifal, and Chris Ulmer. We all did it at the same time in Florida, Fort Lauderdale. I'm talking humidity high. It was 100 degrees testing. Yeah. It was crazy. Orifal.
Yeah. It was a rough one.
Yeah. Hood, box truck, all types of stuff, dude.
Kevin, Orifal's coming up to Michael's place they're gonna do an Orifal class there next month. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that.
PG's coming up?
PG's gonna come up.
Are you going over there?
Dude,
You gotta take the class?
No, I got class that week. They moved the dates. I thought they were going to be in here the week of the 15th. So as soon as I seen it, I hit PG up and I'm like, get your ass up here.
I love me some PG.
Come on in. And he was down. He was like, of course, love to do the podcast. I'm there for it. Let's get it on. And then they moved the class the week after. I'm like, dude, I would have loved it because training with him, that's got to be cool.
Yeah, I'd be kind of curious. I bet he's still figuring out his rhythm.
You think so?
Yeah, because he's never had to train, right? He's just trained team members and stuff.
Yeah.
Which that helps a lot. It really does.
Yeah, but there's like a level of like he hasn't been rubbed by the the corporate hasn't scrubbed him down or anything. You know what I mean? It's going to be raw.
Yeah,
you know
good
what
point.
I mean? Like you're going to see some
that
good
is true.
stuff. You know what I mean?
That is true. Yeah.
Like I'm excited for because it's got to be good. And him too. He's not not faking shit.
No.
What you get with him is what you get. So it'll be.
But like you find your rhythm, you find your routine, and I'm not sure how long he's been doing it. So I'm sure he's still figuring out what he likes and what he doesn't like and all that stuff. But I bet he does good, man.
The other thing is being there to fuck with him would just be phenomenal.
What'd you say? Can't hear. It is that accent, dude.
Calendared. What is it specific? Can you run that back one?
Yeah, come on. What is the manufacturing process? Show me. But yeah, no,
he's a good sport.
Oh, he is, man. I've known Kevin for a while. He's a badass.
So you remember at WFCT, he was like one of the I can't remember why this sticks out to me because I probably wouldn't have wore a headset anyway, but like that was a thing for them. They were like,
no headphones.
No headphones, bro.
Yeah.
No.
You have Charlie in the corner.
Hey, you got a wrinkle. Right there. Get the wrinkle. You got to deal with that.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah. And then when I seen him at SEMA, he was doing a competition, getting ready, getting all pumped up, putting his head. I was like, oh. Headphones, huh? Going with the headphones, but he's a good sport. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and if people don't know me like that, like they could really misinterpret. Like, but me and Kevin have got to know each other well enough where he gets it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. People when you're doing the competition, bro, people are intense. Dude. Some people you can fuck with, some you can't.
You can't, right?
Yeah. And I'll tell you, sometimes if someone tried to fuck with me and I wasn't homies with them, I would tell them to piss off.
Yeah.
Like it fucking pissed me off. But it also depends on like the moment.
Sure.
Because like sometimes I'll get like people that are like, hey, I've heard about, your company, like what's up? And like that's cool. But if someone comes over kind of like in a lame way, it's
sure.
And I'm trying to like, I'm trying to
dial in right now.
I'm trying to rip off old this guy's moves right here so I can see what he does so I don't do it or do it. You know what I mean?
Your boy, he's a young guy. I forget his name. Blonde hair. He was at SEMA this year.
Oh, Landon. Oh, yes. Shout out to Landon and Gage and the rest of the LE team. I know they were stoked I was coming out here, but yeah.
And Brian for sure.
Of course, Brian. Brian's my guy.
Yeah.
But
seeing him compete out there, like that was wicked cool.
Yeah, he likes it, dude.
Does he?
He really likes it. He's very competitive. He's still figuring out his, like I said, like your routine. Like
sure.
His confidence is one thing. Every installer's got to go through it, figure out like they know they're good or know they're comfortable, know they're whatever. But I'm sure we'll be doing a competition someday, and one day the young's got to surpass
for sure
the old.
So. Well, it's like Nate. You brought up Nate earlier. I think his name Nash. Yeah. Nash crushed it this year.
He is a killer.
Dude,
he's a killer.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, because I don't even install every day.
Right.
Like I don't install. So like I remember when I went to Japan to compete, I didn't train. Like I didn't. Like I hadn't wrapped. I've been sitting behind a desk. Like so, I just went out there willy nilly, and that was a thing. I could like tell, like, okay, you need to fucking speed up. But like someone like Nash that's getting down every day. It's like
he's slamming panels.
It's like, man.
I prepped for WFCT.
Did you really?
Hell yeah.
I didn't.
Fuck yeah.
I wanted to. I tried to on the PPF, but I screwed it up.
I was ready, son.
Were you wrapping the mirror in 15 minutes? What you were doing? You were trying to wrap the mirror in 15 minutes?
So the mirror I done was the Volkswagen mirror. So it was like I did an inlay first, and then from the inlay, so doing the top section, I could do it in 15 minutes. I couldn't do the entire thing in 15 minutes, but I could do that top section.
Yeah, on my mirror during WFCT, I used a wrap axe.
Oh, I remember.
To cut.
100%. I won't ever forget it because when I seen you pull it out, I was like,
yeah.
Where did that come from? I even texted you and asked you about it.
It was smart.
Dude, it was genius.
And I knew when I was in Munich and Justin was pushing that tool's been around for a long time. Long time.
Tadashi, I think was.
Yeah, Tadashi. I got one from Tadashi 10 years ago.
Same.
And I never knew how to use it.
Right.
Just never used it for
Actually,
anything.
no. I got mine from Jamie Mulligan. I was up there and they
nice.
showed it to me and I thought it was a gimmick. I thought it was a joke. I was like, there's absolutely no way I'm cutting with that thing. Are you kidding me?
And it works.
Dude, Tanner used it one time. He was like, hang on. I feel you, dog. Let me show you something. And he did it on a sprinter door and ran it. And I was like,
that's what I'm saying.
It can't be consistent. You know, in my head, I'm like, there's no way that can be
If you get it
consistent.
tucked in, it's consistent.
Oh, 100%.
If you have your prep work done, like I tell students on the Avery test, it's like if you're hand cutting by the window molding, you're doing it wrong.
Sure.
Like for that test, I would either do knifeless or use that.
WrapAx, yeah.
Because if you cut the car, you're out.
You're done.
But if you have a little sliver of something, I can still grade it and you can probably live to see another day. But
Sure.
if
Dock you a few points or whatever.
if I see some black mambas coming out,
we're done.
We're done. That stinks. So it's so easy. And I knew
that was
rap competition.
A boss move, dude.
Yeah, dude. And I knew if you get it there, and if anything, which is exactly what it came down to, it's like just fucking go,
right.
You know, and then I wasn't scared about butchering up the car, you know. And there was cuts all over that mirror. Someone got a little Freddy Krueger on there.
So I used the U too. A lot of people didn't use the U.
I tried to make my own little bar.
Okay.
And it did not work, and I ended up throwing the panel away and doing raw dogging it.
Jemus, before the competition, I had seen him do a move where he took square, put it on the U, and then he flipped his corners over and tacked it on the back. Dude, game changer. That was huge. The first time I seen him do it, I was like, what the fuck did he just do? Rolled it back and watched it again. I was like, that makes so much sense. Because it'll pop on you.
It will pop.
Yeah.
But I'm not super good with the Wrap UEZ, but if you can.
It's not my go-to move, but for speed like that, I just felt it.
But if you can let the material hang further than the U, and you put that
little pooch in there.
Yeah, right there, and then you can get a good pull going
the
out.
hook. Yeah.
It could be really good, and that's what I tried to do. But I tried to do it with have you ever seen anyone use the backing paper as like a bar?
Yeah.
So basically, that's what I did.
Tried to give it the little.
So I just rolled the bar up really tight, put it on the end, and then tacked it, and then tried to zero stretch it, and it did not work. And I ended up just throwing it away. Probably wasted 45 seconds or something like that. And I just went down with my mitts.
I seen it as soon as you pulled out the WrapAx. I was like, either this the most genius move or he is going to regret the fuck out of it. It's going to go one of the two.
Yeah.
So.
And I was nervous, man. 10,000 is a lot of money.
That's a lot of jack,
you know what I mean? And
heck yeah.
And it's the cool thing for me about that contest was not really winning $10,000. Is how cool my kids thought I was.
Right.
Like that was cool. Yeah. Like they're like, did you win the money?
Yeah.
Did you win the money, Dad?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I got that. Shut up.
Didn't you get a trophy? It was a trophy too, right?
Yeah, I got a trophy. Yeah, I like the trophy more than the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know where the money went. It's somewhere.
Sure.
It's there. But
trophies.
The trophy. Yeah, I like it. They swagged us out too.
Yeah.
With all that stuff, I came home from that trip with a bunch of stuff. That was a fun trip. Weird event. Now I know. I don't think it's that weird.
Right.
But yeah, I think I would. PPF's cool. PPF is cool, and that setup is crazy in there.
I like it. Yeah.
And the architectural, like decorative or whatever.
That was legit.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
Those guys, I feel bad, but there's a bunch of those. There's some like that was one of the coolest part about going to that event.
Sure.
Was it opened my eyes to these influencers that are like parallel to us.
Exactly.
You know, it's like, who's this dude with the fucking mohawk?
Right.
Oh shit, who's this guy?
He's a thing in their space. Like he's the guy.
Jen Carney goes, oh, that's the Tim. Okay, that's the Ruggs. That's the JP. That's the who do you think he is? I was like, that's so funny. I was like, it is.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, because there was a photographer that was running around doing his thing. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Tim, our guy's better
for sure.
He was crushing.
Yeah, but he's next level. He's not. Yeah,
he's dialed in.
Yeah, he's doing the thing. Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's been a hoot and a holler going out there and doing the training and the trade shows. They're a lot of fun, and I'm gonna keep on doing them. Are you going to any shows this year?
I'm gonna try to hit them all.
Which ISA?
ISA that'll be first.
Yeah, I'm going to ISA for sure.
I seen something. I got an email. So last year I got the opportunity to do the TWI endorsed.
TWI endorsed. Yeah.
Yep. Endorsed trainer. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it's like I don't know if it went out to everybody or if it was just the trainer stuff. But I got an email that was talking about there's an opportunity to work with TWI. I don't know that I will, but their spread at
ISA is huge,
dude. You can't even compare it. Like it's
the Rapid Suit show,
right?
It's
really what it's turned into for sure.
And this year they're doing something really cool.
Really?
Yeah, he's doing.
Well, if I know a group of people had to get the same email I got, and they're paying, they're covering, they're doing it legit. So I assume there is going to be a group of.
Wait, so you got reached out to work the booth?
Yeah, but it was it seemed like a generic email. It wasn't like dialed into Scott. It was like hey,
I bet it was you and like 10 other people, right, or something like that.
I don't know. I'll show it to you when we get done. And, but when I seen it, I was like, oh shit, this is gonna like that. If he sent let's just say that he sent it to 50 people, 50, I don't know 50, but maybe 25 like heavy hitters. Like if.
You think you're one of those heavy hitters?
I don't know. I felt like it when I got the email. I was like, "Holy shit!" Like,
of course you are, man.
Yeah,
no,
like
that's good.
if he corrals up some.
Well, he always brings in those legends. Like he usually has like a Crystal, a Gemas, a Reiner, a Marcos.
Yeah. Marcelo was there last year. I remember him being in the booth last year.
But no, man. I think that's huge. Yeah.
I do too.
Because I'm going to be working the Avery booth. So he's got to have someone out there, man. Yeah, that'd be good for you.
Oh, so you're working Avery? No chance.
Yeah.
Well, 3M doesn't do it. You know what I mean? They don't go to ISA.
Yeah. So I'll be at Avery booth. I'm the only one in the booth this year for the install guys. There's also going to be Harold's going to be there. He's our tent. So me and him him and I will be just working together, having a hoot of a time out there.
Does that happen? That doesn't seem like that happens often. Normally Avery stays stacked, right?
Well, it really depends. So it depends. This is the first time it's ever been a single installer at ISA. So usually it's only 2 though.
Oh, okay.
Like last year,
it was you and Duver, right?
Yep. And then the year before was me and Chad. But ISA is becoming my favorite show.
Sure.
RapsCon was my favorite show for a long, long time. But ISA snuck that spot. I don't really like Vegas, so if ISA is at Vegas, it is what it is. But the show itself is great. But
I missed Printing United last year, and I heard it was great.
Yeah, I've never been to that one. I heard that one's really good.
Yeah, I've heard it's good.
Yeah, they have a competition too, I think.
Yep. Well, they're all going to have some form of something.
Yeah, but some are better than others.
For sure.
I think there was like a good one there, though. I think.
Well, I'm curious to see. I've heard some whispers about.
I've heard too.
Yeah.
I've heard too.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for someone to verify that shit because as of right now, I've already told myself I'm not going to RapsCon.
Yeah.
I've already told myself.
The whispers are out there. People are talking. Yeah. I'm hearing some moving around.
I had someone come up to me at SEMA this year and say he wanted to pay me to do the rap competition with someone.
Well, so I've heard that's kind of they're going to kind of mimic the WFCT model. You're going to kind of somebody's going to have to put you on.
That's what I heard.
And it was going to be real money.
Yeah, I heard real money. So if someone's looking for a team member, a sponsor, let me know. I might be because if you get because the person that asked me, I didn't really know him. And he mentioned another killer that I'd maybe team up with, and I was like, if you square that away,
see, that's the neat thing when there's people like that involved, they can push that around a little bit to where they could stack a.
Oh, dude, and especially if it's someone like a manufacturer they could say, cool, I'll have 4 all-stall teams.
Right. See, that's where that gets interesting.
Because if Avery wanted to, oh my gosh, dude, they could have so many killers. Like,
I mean, you guys were represented well at WFCT last year. I feel like
no, but I mean, of course, yes. But what I mean is like if John was there, Blake was there, because Blake's an animal. Blake, have you ever competed against Blake?
Maybe in maybe Rap Glove 2 years ago. Maybe we did. Yeah, we did. He beat me.
Yeah, he's good.
100%. He beat me. Yeah, for sure.
He's good. We used to compete.
And he's a shit talker. You know what I mean? Like, he'll slice and dice with you and cut up and.
Yeah, can't kill yourself. That's him. He's got a CKY tattoo.
Oh, no chance.
Yeah, he's got. That's why. Sorry, I just went live with his tattoo on the thing. But I love it. That's like my favorite detail about him.
Yeah,
he's a killer, dude. We used to compete against each other at RapsCon a bunch because there's the team competition there, and Jemus and I did it, and Molly and I did it, and then me and oh my goodness, Shane with 0 Raps, we end up winning it.
Oh, that's
so
he's Hawaii, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was 2019, and when I won that with him in 2019, I got the itch, and I went to Japan like right after.
Yeah.
Boom. Let's go compete because I've always wanted to do the World Rap Masters, so that's the big one.
Do you know Chris? I feel like you do. I feel like you and Chris.
Who?
He's won a couple. He partners with Erica.
Oh, Chris Hood. He used to work for me.
Chris Hood. That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. So Chris, one of the worst things, dude. It was tragic, man. Like, cause I felt it, right? We don't even have to go too far.
Because did they say they won?
They won. Okay. So when they announced it, like he is living in it. And like he feels it, and I felt it too, dude. I felt it. I was feeling his emotion, and everything. And he was like, "Guess it's time for Rap Masters." I wasn't gonna do it until I won one here. Now I'm going. And like when they did the switcheroo on us and started moving stuff around, like,
oh my god,
dude. I felt devastated for him because I feel the same way. Like I'm not going to a different country until I'm winning here, right? Like that don't make
that's
sense.
exactly what I did,
right? And that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But then like when all that shifted, it was just like, man, like it hurt my heart for him, dude. Like I was like struggling.
Dude, I was watching it online. I was watching it live, and I was like, oh, they won, killer. And then I see something later that was completely different. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and that's it. You know, that was
He is a beast.
He is.
He is a beast.
And he's funny as fuck. Dude.
He's wild.
He cuts up too.
Yeah, he is wild. We used to, whenever he came on at our shop, he came from one of our competitors, and Brian brought him over. They used to work together at this other spot, and he was good, like right out the gate. He had some like little bad habits, but like nothing to even mention. Yeah, he was a killer, dude. Yeah. Like immediately, and he was hungry, and man, he's damn good.
Did you two? Because he's into the art stuff too, right? Mm-hmm. Did you share that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Me and him wrapped this art car together for this like worldwide thing that this guy put together, this college student put together. But no, like, yeah, Chris is just an arty guy. So so, you know, I'm an arty guy. So, you know, we find ourselves in the similar circles and this and that, sure. But he's a musician. He plays piano and stuff like that. I'm not a musician or anything like that, but, yeah, he's good people. He's a killer.
He's interesting, dude.
He's a weird cat.
Yeah, if he gets off on a tear on something, it's like saddle up, man, because he's gonna be. Yeah. And he actually he's done like some prototyping on some tools and stuff that he showed us. It's pretty sick, man.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if he's ever gonna get that thing live.
I was real like, if nothing else, hit the tenacity and like the fortitude, like that he had to like stay after that thing to get it where I seen it is impressive as hell.
Well, I think it's great. I told him, I was like, I would burn some shit using that. I was like, that tool is built for you.
Right. You know,
but
I'm just saying, like seeing it
was great.
Well made.
Oh, he's an engineer, dude.
For sure.
Yeah.
He's an interesting cat.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to him than what you would, you know, like, because you meet him out at a party, like he can be the life of the party too. He'll cut up with you and have fun. Yeah. But to think that like he's on that level to like
he's a wrench turner, man.
He'll get down in there, man. He ain't a scary. Yeah, I like it. It was cool.
Yeah, he's a cool cat. Old Chris Hood.
It's cool, man. I've met a couple people that's come out of your stable that are, you know, they represent pretty well.
Yeah, at one point we were kind of a factory for just like rolling out just like killer installers. Yeah. I've probably gotten 5-7 people certified with Avery, like not me certified them, but they worked for me and I paid for them to get certified. There's Oklahoma, not much else to do except for stick stickers, you know.
I've never been.
Oklahoma's great, man. You got to come down. You would never know it's dope I was taking a flight back home. This is how Oklahoma is. Every flight home from no matter where I'm coming from, so Friday night I'll be flying back from Charlotte. There's a good chance I'm going to know someone on the flight.
Right.
Like it's crazy, but you never know who you're going to be sitting next to. So I'm flying back from Atlanta last week, and I fly Delta a decent amount, and I get bumped up to first class. So I'm sitting first class, and this guy is sitting next to me, and the lady comes around. Would you guys like something to drink? I was like, I'll take a Jack and Sprite, please. And you know, there's like a moment, like an unsaid moment when you're on a plane. If someone gets a drink next to you and you're like thinking about getting a drink, then it's like, okay, it's on.
Yeah.
You know. So he gets a drink, and I get a drink, and you know the flight attendant brings it back. So we both have headphones on. I go, hey mate, cheers, dude. Boom, 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 and so apparently that was like the go ahead, so you can talk to me.
It kind of is.
Yeah. So I was just like, hey, cheers, man. And I went back to my movie, and we started bullshitting. But he was a motivational speaker. I didn't know him. You know, I didn't know him, so I kind of went sidetracked what I was really saying. But I was like, oh, cool. What are you doing, man? And I was like, what are you going to Global for? He's like, I'm going to a church to deliver a motivational speech. I was like, oh, what church? And he was like, People's Church. I was like, oh, dude, I'm pretty sure that like the pastor's wife was my like my school teacher.
Yeah.
You know, and he's like, oh, cool. And we were bullshitting, and I was like, okay, so what else you doing? And he was like, well, I'm going to the Dallas Mavericks. I'm going to give them a motivational speech, and then I'm going to the Houston Rockets after. And I was like, to the team? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, that's fucking sick, dude. and he's like, cool. What do you do? And I was like, I stick stickers. You know. And he's like, what? And I was like, I kind of gave him my 2-bit, you know, story there, and just the travel's fun. You know, it can be a lot of fun. You never know who you're going to, who you're gonna meet, and I don't know, man. Just the Oklahoma kid in me, you know, I'm living the dream. I say that every class I teach. It's like, hey, I'm a good example of you can do whatever the hell you want in this world. You know, the American dream is still alive. Like you can fucking, where do you sit at the table, right?
For sure.
Know, if you're gonna bitch about it, you're gonna sit at the bottom. But if you're gonna grind, you know, I mean, I understand privilege and all that, but I'm still saying grinding is good, but don't overwork. You gotta really enjoy, because I missed a lot of time. You know, I went and worked way late. You know, too many hours, and now I got that like good balance. For sure. You know, and you gotta have that.
It seems like it. Like if I could say anything about you, that's probably where I would lean into. Is like you seem pretty well balanced. Like you
know, I'm pretty good at acting.
Are you?
Know?
You got me fooled.
Well, you know, it's not. It's just yes, there is a good balance, but like the big thing for me is I've been not working on myself this year. Like I've been like, you know, like what I mean by that is like I've been doing health-wise, I've been working on myself a lot. You know, I've been really good at what I'm eating, what I'm consuming, what I'm drinking, all that good stuff. But dude, like I used to play disc golf like all the time. And that was like I don't work out really. I'll skate, I'll play basketball, I'll do stuff like that. But man, I need to get back out there. I need to get on that field. I need to get out there and do something.
If we walk out that door and the sun is shining,
then you're gonna lose.
We got plenty of courses close by that we can rip.
Is there a short 9 we could do? Because that's
100%.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do it.
Well, all right, so then before we cut out, I've been trying to ask people like, is there anything we didn't cover that you wanted to? And I'll say 2 other things. Give you a second to think about it. One is that every time we have people on, we were talking about juicy stories earlier. As soon as we hit the lobby, they pour their guts out. They hit me with this awesome story. I'm like, you know, we just were on a podcast for 2 hours and you didn't hit me with it. And then Brad was funny because Brad came on, did the episode. Everything was good. I was on one that night. Like I'm on fire, right? Like, I'm just jazzed. It was late. So I was just pumped. I was happy to hang out with him. Like it was hard for him to get a word in because I'm just tearing him up, you know, just pumped. And then when we got done, he was like, fuck. I'm like, what, man? He was like, I should have shouted out my wife. And I'm like, bro, are you kidding me? He was like, it's cool, man. We'll catch you on the next one. He was like, she just, you know, she means a lot to me. And kind of was like, damn, dude. So it's like, now I try to think.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Shout out to my wife, Jillian. Hey, love. I can't see you right now, but I know you look good.
Or like tour dates. Is there any big dates that are coming up that you're super excited about?
Yeah, good point. My tour is looking pretty good. I got I got Colorado coming up. Going to do a Supreme Wrap class there. I got ISA is going to be really big. Come out to the Avery booth. It's going to be a really good time. Yeah, man, this year's been heavy already. Yeah, this year's going to be a big one.
Yeah.
This one's going to be a life-changing year for me this year. Going to get some shit in order that needs to get in order business-wise, personal-wise. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be a good year.
If anybody's looking for you on social, how can they find you?
Ellie Wraps OKC. Also Lettering Express. Yeah.
Any of your Avery trainings, if they're looking to hit one of those?
Yeah. Just check out averydennison.com/graphics. Honestly, if you just Google Avery Dennison vehicle wrap training, you're going to find what you need. Yeah, that's going to be good. We got 15 plus dates going over. I'll be teaching. If you want to come out to Oklahoma City, I'll be doing a training at my class at my shop 2 times this year.
That's cool.
Out there in Oklahoma City. So if you want to come play with that red clay, come on down.
Let's go.
Yeah. So have you been listening to the Red Clay Strays?
Uh-uh.
Oh, you guys never heard of them? They're just a band.
They're good.
Yeah, they're not bad at all.
I don't think I have.
I low key just gave them a little nod. Didn't mean to.
That's okay.
But
if they're good, you know.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're like gospel country kind of weird stuff. Yeah, it's interesting. Is that the right way to say that? Maybe. I don't know. It's a little love tale. Yeah, that's a no. That's a no.
It's a swing and a miss.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, man, I'm stoked for being out here, man. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Space looks good. You guys are doing a great job. I think it's good for the industry.
I appreciate it.
I know it was fun for me to come out. If he tries to tell you it's 45 minutes from Charlotte Airport, it is not. It is a trap. It's $120 minimum, y'all. But maybe I just don't know that locals only route. But
no, that's just Scott's head.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's probably like an ADHD trait.
No, and I drove like 90. Like I drive fast. I drive fast.
It wasn't that bad.
Not like
it's 85 straight.
He'll tell me his house is 20 minutes from here. It's 45 minutes.
It's 20 minutes.
It's a 40-minute drive.
I am here. If it takes me 25 minutes, it took me a long time to get here.
Okay.
Time blindness. So
yeah, I think it is because he was so like I told him I was like, yo, dude, it's saying an hour 30. He goes, yeah, if you're driving 40, and I'm like. No, dude. It's
come on, Grandpa.
There's tornado watches this morning, raining sideways.
So when I went to Lowen, Ethan Lenz, he's from up in Wisconsin, Green Bay, Wisconsin, and we did our testing and everything. We stayed friends. He's great dude, and so we keep in touch. We talk back and forth all the time. And I'm talking to him on the phone the other day, and I'm like, yeah, no, I was at Molly's and, we were knocking trailers out in like 45 minutes to an hour. And he was like, oh, yeah, no, I'm very familiar with Decker time. You don't have to like, I'm like, no, seriously. Like, this is not like he's like, oh, no, seriously. I fucking know. You don't have to explain anymore. I'm here. So.
That's really funny. You did that to me one time. First time I met you was with Molly. It was Vegas, maybe SEMA, something. And me and Blake were with you guys at that food court. You remember? Mm-hmm. And we were talking about you and Blake and Molly got into this, not heated, but a good conversation about laying panels on trailers.
Okay. Yeah.
And you were saying 5-minute panels.
5-minute panels.
5-minute panels. And I was saying horse shit. I was saying horse fucking shit. Like 5 minutes, maybe once your panel's straight, ready to go, everything, yada, yada, yada. And you said something that was so funny. You said, you can't even be in the race if you can't do it in 5 minutes. And me and Blake walked away and he goes, he's full of shit. But
Josh, how long did it take us to do a panel? So just so we're clear, so it's not Decker time. This is no long. I don't want to incorporate Lambert on this. 8 minutes is too long.
Hang on.
You're not going to give
one person or
two.
Two.
I said me and you to do a panel on a trailer.
You were talking by yourself.
Yeah, no chance. I would never say by myself.
I've seen him do an 7 to 8 minute panel by himself.
On a freight trailer, right?
Yeah, I've seen him go down a 53-footer in 45 minutes. He's got really long arms and he's tall, so there's not a whole lot of off a ladder. I've seen him smoke the side of a trailer by himself. But as far as 5 minutes is, if we're more than 5 minutes on the side with two people, it's
too long.
Yeah, that explanation just lets me know everything I need to know. Okay.
You see this mustache right here? This is earned, baby. I wear this thing proud.
No, you guys are in a different world. I don't do trailers. Like, you know, you guys would smoke me day in and day
so
out.
this is, think about that. You know, on a regular Baker scaffolds, and you've got like the last notch that you don't go to because the two prongs don't go into it, right? So we'll take the scaffold up to that because Josh is a little bit shorter than me, right? So that pushes him up a little bit further and it allows me to get up a little bit further up underneath him, right? So it's like you're really dialed in, like thinking about down to like the second, like how can we, and that's why it's tough. Like when me and Molly get in that conversation, because he's got a system that works really well too, right? But they're two completely different types of systems.
Yeah,
mine relies on certain things for us to do it our way. His relies on him to do things his way.
Because they do it single, right? Where they leave the bottom half.
They'll start in the fucking center, blast out both sides, and then come back and finish out the bottom. Which I was there.
I don't hate the way they do it. Like
I don't think that's a bad way at all.
It works well, especially like I said, for their system and the way it's set up there. It's great. It works for them really well.
Yeah,
and it's arguably as fast as what me and Josh would do down the side of a trailer.
Yeah,
I do like to poke at him and mess with him about it and give him a hard time, but like. You know,
I don't know. We haven't stuck a trailer in a minute together. I'd be interested to see where we're at now.
If one panel took us longer than 10 minutes, I would be blown away.
Because how many panels are on this side? Is
13.
it 11? It's 13?
If it depending on how wide they are, right? Like
Yeah.
So
Also, if they're cut right.
yeah, if they're cut right, that matters. So there's a lot of things that go into it. So
yeah, no,
it wasn't just decker time, I promise.
No, I remember that. I remember that scenario. That was a funny thing. But no hate at all. What it is just when
He's full of shit.
Yeah.
That's tough.
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'll just shut up now.
That's perfect.
He summarized.
I think it. All right. No, I think that sums up everything. Lambert, we good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Cool.
We'll see.
All right. Let's go.